Ta-da! Flat Earth British, Martin speaking. Double flat thumbs, thrice to infinity, forever and ever. We are going to have a fantastic show today, guys. I am so excited. Buzz, mics are fucking excellent. Everything is on, and we're going to have a fantastic time. And so much is happening. You wouldn't even believe it, guys. It's a very, very exciting time. This will be a time to celebrate today, okay? Celebrate the apocalypse. The apocalypse is fucking epic, yo. Yeah, get with it, guys. I told you, we got this. They got no fucking souls, okay? AKA, they're shitting themselves. We're treading water, okay? While we love this entire realm into loving. It's epic. Anyway, it's a fantastic time. We got a fantastic vlog lined up for you. There's loads happening. I've had to crank up a little bit early, as you can see. It's 7:30 UK time, so it's a load earlier. But I got somebody actually visiting and on the way. So maybe that person who is visiting will join us somewhere later on in the vlog. Who knows? It's always full of surprises on Flat Earth British, and never a dull moment. So, you feeling all loosey-goosey? Anyway, buckle up, guys. If you're new to Flat Earth British, we do something different here. What we do is we rejoice life. We literally relish our existences, okay? We buzz our little hearts out all of the time with love, guys. It's just the best place, okay? So, lucky you for finding yourself here. Anyway, so what we're going to talk about. So there's so much in this post, it's hard to even get into, okay? But we're going to get straight into the juice we are today, okay? But I need to recap myself. So we're going to talk about reset, or in this case, refresh, or what we're having is a restart. So we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about, we're not actually at this moment. I think it's probably safe to assume that the oogles of orphan children's parents probably had some sort of vaccine along the way, wouldn't you say? So going on whatever is going on out there, which please, I can assure you, do not give it your energy, okay? Do not even give it a thought until it comes to you, and then it's a different game completely, isn't it? So it's this reset, which we are considering, is not a restart. Reset is something you create, which is a new set. Now remember, it's stage set Earth here, guys. They just keep playing this shit out. They're getting really sloppy and lazy at it, okay? They keep replicating stuff like assassinations of presidents and stuff, the same handbook that they got. You haven't got much imagination is what I'm saying. So, or bring back the old set, following on with the story, which sounds like something that they're up to now, but is it his story, or is it now our story? Well, I think it's our story. This never-ending story we've grabbed from them, okay? And now we write ourselves a new future, okay? The world is literally, at this moment, our oyster, guys. If you could only see it, you would know it. Okay, this is a fan-fucking-tastic time, guys. You should be buzzing your head off, not like fearing of them scrambling and fucking just trying to tread water to not drown, because they're rats from a sinking ship. It's obvious, guys. It doesn't take a genius to work this shit out. Just take a look at the state of the world. Just take a look at the psyops that are going on. Just take a look at what's happening in crazy as fuck government in Australia and all the rest of it. It's all designed. Okay, all the mainstream narratives and all of the people that show up in these things, it's all recorded and goes viral. If it was anything of its significance, you wouldn't see it on fucking YouTube. They'd grab it and take it away. Okay, you wouldn't see it. So it's all just a play. Okay, this place. So, like in the never-ending story, it could be that the flood, the big reset, the flood, like Noah's flood, okay, is them being lazy and clearing the stage set for their new set, which is what they do, by the way. Okay, the evidence is clear. There's no doubt in my mind at all. At this point, it's just fantastical what we have discovered as a as a group of thinkers together. It is just the most mind-blowing thing. We're going to think about something a little bit weird, okay? But I'll warn you, and I'll say at the very beginning, I'm not religious in any shape or form. I do not do religion, because legion's like an angel, really, isn't it? And if you religion with legion, then you're not really doing a good thing. So I'm not with that, but I will talk about aspects of this because of what's ongoing now, and the apocalypse, and what it says of the apocalypse in the book of Revelation, etc. And the narrative for a supernatural being known as Christ, or is it Krishna, or is it Buddha? So we could think of this in the aspect of what we all think is a seed, a Krishna consciousness, Christ consciousness, a vibration. Okay, that Krishna. So if you're that, okay. So I'm not going to talk about that. I'm going to be talking about something that's firmly fixed in my mind, a book that we covered maybe a couple of years ago now, The Vengeance of Jesus Christ by the Emperor Vespasian, which stuck in my mind. It was almost as if there was two Jesus Christs, and almost as if that this mythical figure in history, not that long ago, as you know, because ancient history is not ancient, may have existed in this narrative. So we're going to just say, for the sake of it, not like I'm going to go out on my way to being non-religious and being the first person to actually prove without any shadow of doubt the existence of Christ, because that's not in my intent at all. But we're going to look into what it could be all about. Okay, but one thing is for sure, they want blood, and they want a lot of it. Okay, who runs the blood banks in Britain? Do you know who runs the blood? We have motorbikes coming through Britain with the British Red Cross symbol and all of the royal family's insignias all over them. So they have control of our blood. How much is blood worth? Oh, it's worth a lot of money. Do they really need blood if you're bleeding to death? Oh, no, not really. They could just stick saline on you and juice you up a bit. So what's all that about, though? I don't know. I think something else is going on, guys. One-man conversation. So we're going to have a think about aspects of that, okay? But not from a religious standpoint, from a historical study. And you might be interested in what I've found. Something was handed to me today, which is absolutely fucking mind-blowing. But I would need an entire post to basically cover this, okay? If my friend turns up later, may get her to read this for you, because I'm like basically frazzled at this time of day. And I got so much going on. Okay, now talking of so much going on, guys, very exciting Flat Earth British party. I'm having a do. I'm having a conference. Okay, I nearly said convention. And I'm having a conference. Okay, of all British. Okay, because we're stuck on this fucking miserable most of the time islands, and we're all going to get together and we're going to have some fun. Okay, with Flat Earth British. It's going to be a big love event. It's going to be fantastic. So there's been some changes, I'm afraid. Okay, now don't be disappointed when I tell you, okay, because Martin, okay, shits miracles, and I've repaired it all and made things much, much better for you all. Okay, now, unfortunately, Paul Cook cannot present at the Flat Earth British conference. Okay, he's not actually well. I don't think he's poorly. Maybe I think he might have the shits or something, but I can't, confirm that. But we wish him well. He's going to be there anyway to help out and stuff, but he won't be presenting. So, well, what are you going to do in the meantime? You've got anything better, Matt? You've got anything cooking? Fuck yeah. So what I've been up to is getting the biggest names in the world of truth together for you all. So what we're doing is first of all, I thought, because this person always gives me mad fucking shivers every time I hear her sing. So I got some lady who's one of us, right? A real truther, a real warrior, a strong person. Lisa, who's going to come and sing for us, is going to blow the fucking doors off in a gap between presentations, and a few other little surprises for you all at the convention. I will not be taking my clothes off, if that's what you're thinking. No. I was considering it then. No. So we've got this. So next Friday, I'm having basically a super panel on Flatarian conversation with myself, autodidactic, who's Campbell, as you know, UAP, who's an actual underrated physicist, as you know, fantastic, and Max Egan. Okay, Max Egan, who's one of the biggest names in truth in the world. So I was hanging out because basically he's my mate. So I hassled him last night. He's going to come and do this hangout. So what we're going to do, okay, is nobody's going to be able to see this. Okay, it's going to be one of the most, you know, fucking fantastic blogs. There's big messages in this. I've been assured. I can't tell you, but it's big. It's good. So we are going to show exclusive for you at the convention. It's exclusive with Max Egan, myself, and all of us doing a Tatarian convention just to fill in that hour and music and everything. I think you can appreciate that. That is pretty fantastic. Okay, new adverts coming up in a week or so. Not many tickets left. I'd get your skates on if I were you guys. It's like I think there's like 70 odd, something silly left, and there's like 2 weeks to go. So you need to book a hotel. Okay, it's 25 fucking quid to stuff your face. Yeah, have a dance at the end of the night, and everything else is going to go down. You in? Okay, link is below in the descriptions box. You can get tickets. I know that's what we do at Flat Earth British. Fantasticness. It's going to be a great lot, guys. It's going to be a scream. So let's get straight in with the juice. What about John Levy? John Levy hasn't got the time or the inclination. He's too busy, and I think he's a bit pissed off with it all. I don't know what's going on, but I send him all the love in the world. That guy's fantastic. So shit's miracles. I shit out Max. Yeah, I did. I shit out Max Seeking Stour. I do shit like that. No, I don't want Michelle Gibson. She's basically believes in dinosaurs, nuclear bombs, and the globe. And I can't be dealing with that. I find it frustrating. Mo, love to see you. Jenny, Brian James, Sarah. Not like I'm, you know, I do talk to people who are actually globe believers, but I find it being very, very frustrating business for myself. Okay, guys, I just can't dig it. That's just me. It's just me. Okay. So I've been doing fantastic shows. I'm going to give you, hopefully later, if there's time, a few appearances or clips, excuse me, of my appearance on Hibbler Productions on Rock Thing Ting a week ago or so, which was fantastic. I didn't even know, because when you're in it, you can't remember anything until you watch it back. I was like, this is fucking wicked. Killed it. It was brilliant. You'd love it. So I showed bits of that. I was on a show this week with Awesome Austin and Christian Knapp. Now, Christian Knapp's an old school flat earther from back in the day, 2015. Boy, oh boy, nobody blows my mind hardly. He blew my fucking mind. That was fantastic. So that was this week. Get over to Awesome Austin. Give him a subscription. I've been he basically lifted the 3.5 hour thing for whatever reason, but we've been putting clips up. So on with the show. Apocalypse, okay, is not what you think. They think, oh, it doesn't that mean everybody's going to get killed? Yeah, mostly. You haven't had it, have you? I'm not going to worry about it then. So, on with the show. Plenty in this, guys. So let me just give you a little, just going to do a little idea, just because you're going to have a little chuckle. So I'm going to talk about blood, but later on, Mr. Willy goes on holiday. You ready for Mr. Willy goes on holiday? Yeah, he's going in search of big, squishy jugs, but it's an historical study, so it'll be taken in a very serious adult nature. We're going to think about Woodstock, basically, because I want to. We're going to think about radiology treatments in the past. They're proper mental. We're going to think about so much. Okay, picks of the day are fantastic. We're going to think about the narratives that are going on now, everything that they're up to, and a whole bunch of things. You ready? Buckle in. This is going to be a roller coaster now. Okay, you ready? Okay, here we go. I'll come back in a little while, give you all shouts. There's 500 of you just rolled in. Good to see you all, guys. Happy Flatterday. Flat thumbs to all. Much love to you all. Peace. Love vibrations. Smiling. Are you smiling? I'll make you smile later if you're not. Okay, there's no way out of this. You got to smile, Kate, but you got to smile. You'll see later. You'll have no choice. You'll be like, yeah, that's funny, man. No shit. The apocalypse. The apocalypse means a lifting of the veil or a disclosure of knowledge. All right, then. So the corrupt political and financial systems becoming more obvious to the masses. Check. An awakening of the limitless human potential in the minds of people. Fuck yeah. People coming together, affecting real positive change. Yes. Yep, the apocalypse is happening. And it's not doom and gloom, we are told to believe by the media. So they're spinning it, trying to neg it up, guys. And really, guys, we're involved in something far more beautiful. Everything is fabricated. You are in an elite movie. The whole world is a film set. And that's really the case, guys. You know, in Big Brother, they tell you with this refresh what they're doing now, this new generation and the millennials, etc. They will shatter their minds and they will remold them in the way that they want. And you know it, guys. And they're already like it. They do stupid dances, etc. So let's have a think about the blood of Christ. When you go through the alchemical art record, and of course, there's loads of narratives for the drinking of blood. They do it in a ceremonial sense in churches, etc. But you get a load of depictions where they are literally, you know, this is the Christ figure. I don't even know. You can't even tell because he seems to be so small and he seems to be so big. But the fact still remains is they got him under some sort of wine press and they're squeezing the blood out of Jesus. And then there's the narrative for the German Roman soldier stabbing him at the crucifixion in the rib cage, and it's just the blood of Christ. So let's have a little think about this and why in this analogy Christ would ride the same orb the royal families have, and the control mechanism, the sound, the vibration, and what looks like the dead rising. So why are the dead rising? So blood of Christ, has it power? Has it power? Has the blood of Christ power? Was the blood of Christ collected by the elites? So is the blood of Christ actually in the orb, guys, in the Queen's orb? And is it the orb and scepter that do this, you know, tech? And that's why the elites or the Phoenicians, the British, are still in power? Did the Phoenicians kill Christ for his blood, or Christ-like people, or the Christ gene for their blood? Did the Phoenicians drink his blood? Did he give them everlasting life? Did the power run out recently? Hence the children that they're after. At church service, you drink blood and you ceremonially eat the blood of Christ, the flesh of Christ, in ceremonial cannibalistic nature. So let's just imagine that this is all just symbolic analogy for the ascension of human consciousness in this, what's happening now, the apocalypse and the unveiling of knowledge. And the whole message is right there all of the time. You know, in my mind, guys, you know, I think about God, and I've always been, you know, I've never been an atheist in my entire life, and I always think about God, but I think about it differently now, much differently now. I think about God being a gaslighting psychopath, actually. You know, why did he bring the apple into the garden to tempt? You know, well, he's better off just leaving it else fucking where. And why his existence have this will, this free will, or this choice to take the path of good or the tempting evil that is prevailing in this realm right now? Overwhelmingly tempting for most. They can't seem to fucking fight it for some reason. I can't see the attraction myself, guys. I'm happy with a walk in the woods by the river, me. So the orb and the scepter. Now the orb, we'll talk about that later. There might be some clues for the flat earth, but you've got the serpent around it, which indicates in flat earth British thought an active charge, So the eternal consciousness or subconscious and conscious mind and that voice, go on, fucker, No, no, she's nice. Go up, fuck her brains out. No, no, get away from me. The devil in one ear and the angel in the other. To my mind, it's just a duality. And there are three sides to a coin. We can see this third side to a coin, but these are two sides to the same coin in my mind. Now, as I said, there's so many alchemical and Renaissance images which show you that this blood of Christ, in this case, is being collected in some sort of grail, and it's being drunken by the sheep. The sheep. Who are the sheep? Is that them lot, the sheep? They've even got little Saint Finger Bobs, which I really dig, because finger bobs are epic. Finger bobs, finger bobs. Anyway. And then there's the fact that we have uncovered that in some time in the past, there seems to be a reason to descend in cannibalism and eat everybody. And I'm talking the whole of America, Asia, and everywhere in this post-apocalyptic time. But it only happens when the Westerners turn up, or the fleet. And I got thinking about, okay, well, the Jesus narrative is that he, you know, bleeds out. So they collect his blood. He looks a bit drained here anyway. And then I thought about, are they trying to tell us a clue with a shroud? That the shroud is like shrink wrapped around this dude, which is a Christ-like figure, who's a crucifixion victim, got scars all over him of torture. And then his shrink too are like the Phoenician statues, like shrink wrapped statues that we talk about. And it happened to him as well. The same Phoenician statue thing going on where you got this shroud. So is that what they're trying to tell us with the shroud? Or is this something to do with being in water? Because all of these materials always look like they're collected in water. The way they flow looks like they move in water. So this is a gang of disciples and a Christ-like guy. Okay. He's been stabbed, so he's dead and he's already come back. Yeah. But they don't look human. They look like, well, I don't know. Somebody's going to ask you for 20 quid or something in a queue. You know, somebody who's like not doing too well. And somebody who's like in the shit maybe with a bad drug problem. I'm not saying anything, but he's got a lesion there. But no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that like this is one fucked up Renaissance image. Why are they interpreting it like that? He's got glasses on or a monocle. He's got a monocle on. For a Renaissance art piece, well, glasses were around in the 1300s, apparently. So there he is, the Roman soldier. He apparently goes blind, has a bit of a revelation story about all that, as you know. But there you are, stab him, get the blood out. So I bet, you know, what were they all into? They were saucepans collecting Jesus gene blood because it makes them live forever. And he also got the red cape on. You know, there's something about the red cape as well. What color cape has Superman got? Yeah, I know. So the vibration of Krishna, in this case, this is from Middle Ages. This is what they called Jesus before the King James Bible, is Ichrist, in, I suppose, Old German, if you like, it might be. So Ichrist. So I guess that's why you get this designation at the front of dates, which is exactly the same as almost an IoT. You see this a lot. So it's a vibration. If you say it, you know it's a vibration. It's the same exact identical vibration to Krishna. Krishna, Christ, Krishna, Christ. It's the same word. It's the same vibration. Okay. So there he is. It's like, he's like, oh, don't go. It's going to be shit without you. It's like, well, it was just the party's over, isn't it? It's like the party's over. And him at the end thinking, fucking grassing you right up, mate, later. Yeah. Which is what happened to Garden Gethsemane. Gives him a bit of a kiss. Something going on with that as well. I love you, sort of thing going on there. So, Last Supper. It's got to be a clue. So here's the angel Gabriel. Yeah, coming to sort shit out with his gang. There's Uriel. Oh, and there's Angel Michael riding his white horse. He's definitely in the mix, no doubt about it. Words have swords. And what you're seeing a lot as well of, I've noticed, you'll see him in a few of these, in a lot of Renaissance artworks of Christ. He's always got his eyes wonky, you know, like basically cockeyed, not to be unkind. Oh, look, the rainbow, the promise from God that the flood would never happen again. And look what he's writing, the orb, and then the sound, the vibration, and then holy hell descends, the dead rising. Why is that even in it? Nostradamus said that the dead would rise at the games in 2012. Well, we had the London Games in 2012. Was it a zombie apocalypse? Did something happen back in 2012? Did we all get killed? Are they running a simulation, hoping no one fucking notices? Because this place is infinitely fucked. It's like the worst B movie I've ever watched in my entire life, guys. I'm so not into it. I didn't sign up for any of this shit. I don't even want to fucking be here with them. I can't stand them. Yeah. So Prometheus fashioning man out of mud. So it's like, okay, so we got the DNA for the new species after a mud flood reset. You know, the trees all fucked up. Some have come back, I guess, but after a mud flood reset or full flood, and then they get the existence of the squished humanity out of the mud, bit of DNA, remold it, Bob's your uncle, you got a new fucking species, the Mudmen. It's a bit like the old Adam and Eve narrative, isn't it? But I think, you know, it's more in line with atoms, test tubes. So yeah, if you go into this building, it's not actually a church, it's a device. You could be saved. So what I'm saying here at this point is the church is, they're not going in there to be saved by godlike figure. They're going in there to be saved by the vibration that is created within the church. Possibly the bells too, which we'll talk about a little bit later. We'll talk about bell reset a bit later. So Blood of Christ is a weird thing. And in Apocalypta, which is a Middle Ages text, it's a mind blow, the Apocalypta. So it's highly colourful depictions, Phoenician, you know, the Masonic pillars of the apocalypse. Okay, and there's after Noah's flood, Phoenicians come in on an island tree, and the descendants. Love life. They had love life. It's good advice. With their flowers. So they do exhibit love between them. So I was wondering about that. So what if they exhibit love, but it's not, it's a different sort of thing they exhibit. It's like they're all vain, and you know how like the elites are, you know, them people, they're like, oh, it's so lovely, I love you. It's like, what are you fucking talking about? You've never felt an emotion in your life, you little bastard. You're a spoiled twat. Who's had a fucking silver spoon born in their mouth, never got your hands fucking dirty, don't know what it is to have an hard fucking day or a week without money. Fuck off. You know, that sort of people. So, yeah, the harsh, cold realities of life, eh, guys? So, fuckery with the powers. So what you see is, we think there's definitely something going on with the suns or suns. Okay, there's definitely more going on. There could be many of them, actually. It could be just a very local sun from wherever you are consciously observing in this realm. So, curious, the tree's been smashed and another tree root was bashed out of it. But the interesting thing here is they're showing weather being created over star thought systems, really early star thought systems post-flood. Okay, so this is a Jesuit. Okay, I'm not sure if it actually is Loyola, but I really do think it is. So I think this is the guy who brought out the Jesuits, who is Ignatius Loyola. And his canting of some sort of ascension to the heavenly hosts, which is another awful load of Masonic stuff going on again. So it's always the towers. You see them on flames with Nostradamus. And the walled enclosure, same as the Garden of Eden, a walled enclosure, Roman arch to get through this place. Seems a little bit hyperdimensional to myself, rather than, you know, physical. And then pouring from the sky, pennies from heaven. Okay, look at the demons with donkey shears, guys. This is so evil. Pater there, look. The fraternity. So, it's in Latin, and it's just flowing pearls. They really do got a thing about pearls, the Phoenicians. Crowns, and the flowers that they show in the basically horns of plenty that they have. It's all this stuff. So it's sort of a promise, it looks like. I wonder what they're chowing down to in this little portico. It's bringing them up little vol-au-vents of, I don't know. I wouldn't want to know. So there you are. Loyola doing his Jesuit bit. Soon they will bring in a completely fake and evil paradigm. So here we are back at the apocalypse. Okay, the apocalypse, where you have impossibly big churches. So either the people are really, really big or the churches are really, really little. But they're all kitted out, as you can see at this stage, with antiquitech. But they got the churches in these walled enclosures like the Kingdom of Heaven or the basically Garden of Eden. Okay, Sir Man is giving you a sermon in the warship, which was once a warship, to worship in the warship. So what are they doing to this blonde, looks like a young person? Well, it looks like they're going to add some carrots, onions, maybe a bit of salt and pepper seasoning, cook it up. Okay, so there's a bit of munchkins going on there. But look at the Wizard of Oz, the munchkins. That's not good advice. Bunny rabbit. So, holy hell is going to break loose any second, because like basically it's the apocalypse, and you would expect this is the physical, you're all fucked apocalypse. So that was a proper reset, rather than just a computer refresh, which is what they're all going on, hoping everyone's going to forget and move on, but nobody is, because the older people, we can remember the old world. Unfortunately, the people who've been locked down for 2 years, they don't even remember the old world. There's children born at the beginning of this lockdown. They've been lived their entire life in a lockdown, in bullshit, fucking bullshit. So here's some old grey dude. So I don't know if it's God-like, yeah, because God's is like, apparently like, looks like Santa Claus or one of ZZ Top or something like that. It's got long hair and stuff. Okay. And he's illuminated. So he starred in a jar. So they found that vibration. So those are the little cherubinskis, as we know to be evil. Okay, but it's all set in like, you know, it's a biblical time. It's supposed to be like the Bronze Age. And they got people from the Middle Ages era, because they're all happened in the Middle Ages era, because they didn't have churches in the Bronze Age. So what happens? Okay, demons are let loose on the realm. Yes, it does feel like that. It actually does feel like all the world's leaders are actually possessed by evil spirits. Oh, they grabbed him. He's in a red thing. Something to do with the blood of Christ again, maybe? Who knows? Words have swords, maybe. Words have swords. Words are swords. Yeah, the power of the pen is mightier than the sword. All you got to do is make it up and put it in a paper. So yeah, in Armageddon, out in the open, yeah, little squeeze. Oh, come on, love. Now they're all watching. He's like, fuck me, look at that. So they're wearing water, what are they called? Filters at their heads. This must be a tech of some sort. I don't like the strides they wear, the trousers. They're really like, ugh. So yeah, the demon's going to come in. It looks like he's going to do a deal or something, because they don't seem to be eating them or anything. Oh. So what else is going on? Oh yeah, blood. Of course there is. So the sky is a blood color. Okay, there's a dark-headed dude in the clouds. Or the piece of doves coming down. Okay, maybe doing a bit of enunciating. Quick time to write some stuff down. Oh, right. And then the dead. Yeah, you see a lot of skeletons as well in these old depictions, like animated skeletons. So yeah, I don't know why they're naked. If it's Armageddon, it's not a good time to just get your clothes off and go outside. That's not good advice. So some sort of portal. So it all looks like it's underwater. No, they do look like they're underwater. And they're playing harp, violin. So it's vibrational things. And you've got these beakers collecting what? Okay, let's move down. This is so sinister. Okay, so there's a gaudy dude, and he's standing on an orb, and they're being held up in some sort of mirror viewer. See, you know these pan-dimensionals with the shiny teeth that just like in the end days, they just show up and say, hi, man, I'm really impressed with what you were doing. I'd be like, yeah, fuck off. See, I'm not doing pan-dimensionals this reality either. They're really fucking square and all, aren't they? They're right at babos for a start off. They will pretend not to be. They will say, oh, it's gravy, booby. I said, do you mean groovy, baby? Fuck off. You know, they were trying to butter me up. I can see what they're up to, these pan-dimensionals, with their shiny teeth and interdimensional travel. Anyway, whatever. So, what's happening in Armageddon? Oh, you get a few nights going on. You get that dark night as well. He seems to suck. So in the dark of night, and then everyone evil, the skeleton brings in, sticks him in a beast's mouth. And it seems to be all about, like, we're going to hide because there's all demons flying around above. So that would be the jabbed. And he's sinking in the mud because it basically looks like it's definitely a mud flood. And the scales, because they're weighing up at the moment. It's the wheat from the chaff, isn't it, guys? But you can get a fuck out of here. You just need a ladder to get up to the portal, the sky portal. Yeah, there's one here with another world that's not ours, probably. Always with the old ladder, just like in the stashing. Yeah, we've seen you. Somebody will have that later. Can't get away with nothing. So, so it looks like a tsunami caused by who? Goddage. Yeah, that's really shit, God. Mind you, you could be just like wiping out like the masked babos or something in this case. Or the people that polluted the place, littered everywhere, and did awful bad thoughtage to one another, which seems to be the case. I seen an encounter of that this week, actually. Somebody having an actual bad thought at another human being. Me! I don't give a fuck. Look at this. If I did, I wouldn't be in truth, because that's like, you know, I'm worse than like being like, you know, any of the minorities at the moment, guys. Yeah, like any of them. So yeah, he's got a bit of the pinheads about him. Always with the old pointing up to what exactly? The word, the written word. In the first was the word. The word was love. Yeah, there you are. They're gonna be like monkeys on your back, like and doing like evil stuff to them. Yeah, I think the Ababos are definitely gonna get this, and then they're gonna get fucking murdered. We're gonna go turn on one another. So yeah, what's he doing? So he's spewing out blood. Okay, so it's back to the blood. He's trying to get the fuck out. Get away from that priest. That's a boy. Get away from him. Get away from him. That's right. Fucking don't care what he offered you. Get away. So they seem to be in water, the water, which is the sky. No shit, Sherlock. And he's raining blood onto these weedy guns. Yeah? So, in this narrative as well, there's about the blood of Christ and all hell fucking breaks loose, basically. So, yeah, I'm not really popular in religious fraternities, I'm finding. Don't do that deliberate or anything. It's just like, you know, it's an historical study, isn't it? So there you are, the seven-headed hydra. Chop one off, it grows a new one, and all of the analogies are basically, I think, all the shit that's going down now. Dogheads, are we allowed to mention them? Fuck yeah. Dogheads, guys. Dogheads showing up in Armageddon. And guess what? They're in charge. He's giving him a Buddha spot. There he's going, boom. There you are, house number 32. Or 33 in this case. Me. No, this stuff's just trippy. If you have had anything today like you should have had, yeah, I hope this is really trippy for you. Again, with the bloods, raining blood, pots of blood onto the hydra. Hail hydra, they are. That's what they are. So that's them. Rivers of blood for the horses to drink. And it's all emanating from the one source, isn't it? So even in apocalypse, blood, like the rivers of it and the collecting of the jugs of it, seems to be a theme. You are elites. Here's a load. A doghead's going to give it to him. A doghead's angel, by the way. Here, that actually looks like more of a lion S. Here, have some jugs of blood. The version they will be doing ceremonially later will be called wine, because wine looks exactly like blood. They won't know that they're basically doing what we're doing because you can't tell it apart. But this is actually Christ juice, you will live forever. Yeah. So, you know, they might not be just cloning Prince Philip and everyone's like, no, you can't keep cloning him every 2 years. We've noticed he's 100 and something now. There's something going on. In this case, yeah, you can like drink some Christ blood. Yeah. vampire it up, get down to sunny beach Antarctica, sip cocktails on the beach with Jim Morrison. Yeah, fuck yeah. And Jimi Hendrix will be playing in a little sort of bunko booth, gently strumming away. Yeah, little wing, if you like. Yeah, this is a great fantasy, man. Carry on, carry on. Break on through to the other side. Yeah. Okay, another one of these rainbowy portals. You won't flood us again, will you? No, I promise. I'm a man of my word. Excuse me if I don't trust you. Anyway, the physical entity that is thought to be ZZ Top, I mean God, okay? It's not really the case, is it? Because we've discovered that we're baby gods, aren't we? We can manifest reality. There you are. Look, nobody will know I'm hiding the sacred judges in my orb. I will give this judges to kings and queens with the scepter that will give them ultimate power. Nothing will be able to fight. Not even the Lucifer tech will be able to fight Jesus tech. Okay, so in this case, okay, reliquary holders. Are they holding a reliquary? Looks like he's holding it up and saying, give us some more of that fucking joy juice, eh? And him holding it up with the old gold, you know, the golden cup, the holy grail. Yeah, collect that old joy juice. The old live forever juice. I wouldn't want to live forever in this realm. It fucking sucks. If it was like nice place, you know, like sort of nice life and more invigorating and feeling a bit more like it is now, but all of the time because you just wasted 40 odd fucking years pissing in the wind, yeah. And then that would be fab. Otherwise, not in this realm. This is hellish. It's shit, yeah. Look, kicking them out, the people expelled by demons. Did you have your vax? Get out. Yeah, this is what happens. This is what happens. And I've seen this before. I'm sure this is the giant polo of God. Yeah, not the rod from God. Like I think that's a psyop by Ronald Reagan. I think this is like literally the polo of God. And I think he drops it and causes a kinetic energy like an earthquake, and then it just makes all the buildings shatter. Because if you dropped it from say a couple of miles up, it's like really, really effective to drop a weight. That's what the rod from God was supposed to be about. They said they were going to drop this rod from pretend in space that nobody's ever been to, and it was going to land, be stronger than any nuclear bomb ever imaginable, and it would be like a doomsday device, and it would set off all of the earthquakes. There's Jesus, or this guy here, whoever he is, covered in claret, and he's got like blood eyes, and he's killing the Hydra and all of those baddies. Yeah. So, messages. Fucking worry about it. Jesus loves the Who. So yeah, I definitely think there was a mistranslation in the Bible. I think it was not Jesus loves you, not personally. Anyway, I think it's Jesus loves the Who. Who doesn't? You know, Keith Moon, isn't it? So I think that was the interpretation. So he's pretty free. He's Christ-like, isn't he? Yeah. It's like I feel free, and he's walking down the street in a nappy. Oh, no, that's not nappy. It's like a Nazarene pair of shorts. It's not becoming. I can't see that catching on. He's putting glasses on. Don't even look. Oh, all right. That's the case. I will then. Passion. The passive aggression of Christ. No, it's fine. I'll carry it. Classic mistake, mate. No, it's not fine. I'm getting to carry it. Fucking hell. It's not mark of intelligence. This Jesus seems to be funky. He's got like a baby sheep thing. Yeah, and he's not going to put in a kebab either, even though they do that in that part of the world. Yeah, and they're all black as well. He's not black, so what's he doing there? Anyway, because he's Phoenician. Got mirror balls as well. Yeah, I can't, clarify if Jesus got mirror balls. That would be really uncomfortable. Accept Jesus as your savior and win a PSP. Oh, that seems like a good deal. I might have to think about it later on sometime. Oh. Yeah, that's right. My old man, he got the best buds. Can you imagine buds my dad gets hold of? Now, I'm not a spoiled teenager or anything. Yeah, I'm rich. I'm fucking rich. But I tell you what, buds I get, fucking fantastic, man. Trip you out. Yeah, makes you do miracles. Do you know when I had a split of this off the old man? Yeah, could walk on fucking water. Yeah, fly. Yeah, Neo. Yeah, you're the Superman? No, he's not out yet. Anyway, yeah, I'm fucked. Whew. So fucked. Yeah. Don't stare into that face. He's going to hypnotize you. Yeah. Yeah. I know what I'm into that face. I don't know what it is. Maybe because it looks like, you know, spooky and trippy. I don't know. Don't look. Look away. That's that weed. But that's the good news. Yeah. Maybe you should get him for one of those British foosball teams. You know, the football teams, it's some homosexual practice where everyone gets in the shower later or the bath and Dickie knocks. But their prelude to all that is they kick a ball around. More balls. You get the picture. Fuck yeah. So, football. Yes, it's true. Also, yeah, Jesus is exactly, exactly like Dirty Harry. Yeah. You feel lucky, punk? This is a Magnum handgun and it could blow your head clean fucking off. Do you feel lucky, punk? Do you? Do you? Here's what he basically grows up to be later. Gangster. Yeah, he's got the best buds on earth because he gets them off God, innit? Look at his fucking eyes. Tripping all the time. That's why we want water, innit? And he's pretty gangster too, isn't he? Yeah. Fuck yeah. And, yeah, he's like, I told them more weeks ago they could not fly. Look at me. I'm on my dynamo. I can fly. He's got a flying dynamo, guys. Yeah. Put it down on the floor. It's all that weed he's getting off his old man. It's fucking wicked. I wouldn't mind getting some Jesus bud. Yeah. Anyone get any Jesus bud? Just saying, send it over. Yeah, it makes the whole world look like this. He's had some Jesus bud. He's walking around and you get all like little sparkly bits and stuff. Yeah. Love the lamp. The Tiffany lamp. It's killing it. Style, fashion, trippiness, fucking killing it. Okay. Oh, it's a dove. Oh, hey, Dev. Give me a kiss. Ah, beautiful moment. Yeah. So he's just hanging around in the woods. He's hugging a sheep. Nothing wrong with that. Kissing doves. It's probably legal in Canada. And here it is. Yeah. The eternal fight, good and evil. Will you submit to their will? Will you bend over and have the old needle Rooney injected into you deeply? Or will you be a warrior and say, no, fuck it all, actually. I can't be bothered. And I never signed up for this. I'm basically going to fuck you all off. Here is Krishna when he went on basically holiday to Kashmir because basically he was making a killing on his old man's weed. No, it's true. He was taking pounds over there. Oh, I've just grasped up Jesus. Fuck me. I didn't mean to incriminate him in such a way, but it's probably actually might be true. Krishna's trippy. Hurry, 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 curry, curry. Woo! And that's what happens if you take too many psychedelics, like all of the time, yeah? Eventually, yeah, Krishna just don't appear to you in a multi-handed form in your mind's eye, yeah? Yeah, you get it like that. It's like, switch it off. You can't switch it off. You activated it. Tough shit, ski. So NHS blood, yeah, they're into our blood in a big way. They got the Queenage. She's got a bit of a stiffy for our blood, guys. Yeah. How much does it cost? Well, the estimated NH value of the adult transfusion is like pounds. It's 6,354 red blood cells. All right. Couldn't you top me up with a bit of the old joy juice water you give everybody else that's poor, maybe? Anyway, fresh frozen plasma. Pounds by 347 of platelets and pounds. I don't know what all that means. That's wank to me. But anyway, how much is it worth? Blood donors incur an annual direct cost of 8.1 million and 3.1 million hours of used leisure time. So yeah, you can go and give them a few pints down the old fucking transfusion service. They give you 121 quid for a fucking unit of blood. Why are they giving you so much money for their claret? This stuff's fucking gold. Yeah. If you was like you wasn't a drug addict and you trusted their ass and stuff, and you went in there and you could like literally, yeah, you was basically had loads of blood to spare. It's like, fuck yeah, take like 500 quid's worth. You could do that like once a week. You'd be landed. Anyway, Hitler, he also had a stiffy built for blood. Let me tell you now. So Hitler, he only had one ball. The other was in the Albert Hall. The other was made of rubber. I'm not telling you the rest of the song because it's dirty. So Hitler's Blut flag. So what happened, right, is he got a thing going on. It's a bit like voodoo, if you like. okay, is that you can't go into battle in the Reich, okay, in World War II, okay, without having touched the blood flag, So what is it? Well, it's a flag that got covered in blood in basically the Putsch in Munich, which was a nice little rebellion. Hitler got nicked for and sent to jail for, etc. So all of the people that got killed, their blood went all over the flag. So Hitler treated it like a religious artifact. And any regiment or division had to, their regimental flag had to physically contact the blood flag before they go into battle. So some strange fuckery and voodoo concerning basically blood flag. So it's highly significant to Adolf Hitler. Here he is now. Okay, old Adaruni Funi. Okay. Must be weird for him, you know, being him. Just saying. Animal rights campaigner, human lobbyist. It was the Jews that declared war in 1923. No, don't doubt that, you know, when the British and Americans or whoever, the Russians turn up in these camps and these people are just fucking malnutritioned and starved to fuck and looking like skeletons, this is atrocious. There were so many of them and piles of bodies and stuff. Somebody's doing this shit, guys. And there's the evidence is there for you to go and check for yourself. So there was holy fuckery took part. And it was, to me, I don't blame Germany. I don't blame any one country. I blame all of them because they all sit around the coffee table together playing chess with humanity, or in this case, the World War II, fucking divvying up the whole of Europe on the back of a doily, believe it or not, Stalin and Roosevelt, or excuse me, true man. So yeah, the old blood flag is some sort of ritual. So to him as well, it's a big affair where you have to touch the old flaggeroonie because the blood's on it. Okay, so he knows something about it too. Could it be true? Who even knows? So I don't show too much of that because even though I've shown it 20 times, I got YouTube over me like a rash. Really weird stuff happening. YouTube, gone weird. Google can now go through my personal images and select a more appropriate thumbnail. Don't you know? Do you think that's weird? So, big balls, I mean bells. Big bells. Did they reset the place? I mean, did they cause the mud flood? No. Symbols. Now, we know about cymbals and symbols, don't we, guys? And symphony, the music of the symphony. Yeah, you may hear the symphony. They say you hear the, you know, Roxy Music say it ain't no big thing to wait for the bell to ring. It ain't no big thing, the tone of the bell. And apparently that's supposed to hear a bell, a tubular bell, when you fall in love. Okay? And they're supposed to be like, you know, this, like a celestial sound, if you like, guys. I'm not sure if any of you actually heard it. I hear a harpsichord myself, or some sort of like organy instrument. So look who's been here with the seashells. So it seems to be vital, the bell. It gives off vibration. It could recharge, we're guessing, Antiquitech as well. But with the evidence of the Liberty Bell and the Tsar Bella in Moscow, could it be the case that both bells anonymously cracked and they're big, you know, amazing big bits of foundry in probably specific metal, which got replaced later. The metal the bells are made out of in them days is not the same now. So what happens if there was like a little earthquake or something, or a big earthquake or a seismic activity of some sort? All the bells in the world rang at the same time. Maybe it was like a crescendo of sound you could hardly bear. Maybe it should make your ears bleed. Maybe enough to reset the place with a vibration. If you could smash a glass, an opera singer can smash a glass, you could smash matter with the sound of a bell. Also the drum. And the Phoenicians show you the bell, the drum. And they keep going on about it over and fucking over, don't they? Yeah. Oh, look, the Liberty Bell. Exactly the same technology and coupling on top as you find on the Tsar Bell or worlds away. So they're talking to the Russians. How? On Skype. You know, because it's quite a distance, isn't it? You know, Russia from, well, unless you're going across Alaska. Also, Bell tech, you know, some of the stupas of the old world, And there's definitely a bell. Can you imagine this being hit, the sound, the quality of it? Must be absolutely fantastic. And all of these gathering, the resonance created by the bell, creating a charge in the step-in of the pyramid, and then collected in these units later, I gather. There you are. In the film Kung Fu Hustle, the wicked Kung Fu lady, who's the landlady, who's got the tiger roar, she puts a bell to her mouth and literally batters the hardest guy in the world with a bell. So, what about the Nobel Peace Prize? So, if you invent something like crap and wank, like Nobel himself, he's famous for inventing TNT, dynamite, which is pretty nuts because he's invented a peace prize, and I'm not sure what dynamite has to do about peace. Peace off. So when they say a peace, what do they mean exactly? You know, like peace. So do they mean a piece of the prize, a piece of the civilization that we've stolen? Nobel Peace Prize, you're given a piece of something. So isn't it a coincidence that the Russians removed all church bells and Adolf Hitler removed all church bells from Europe and Asia? Well, Russia. All of them, same couplings as you just seen on the Liberty Bell, a world away. Same technology going down. This metal doesn't exist anymore. It's like a specific, it's like a gunmetal, if you like. It's got a specific tone, and there's not many of them around. Now, isn't it weird that the Tower of Stevens, which is St. Stephen's, excuse me, the Big Ben Tower in London, has been under scaffolding for the last 2 or more years and is not chiming anymore. So dig this. Big Ben's not chiming anymore, and the world is being refreshed. The oldest, most famous of all the bells in Christendom is Big Ben, isn't it? So what's going on exactly? Some people said it was being fitted out with, you know, some electromagnetic technologies that have been fitted out to couple with whatever's been injected in them. Fuck. So yeah, cut the bells away, get rid of the tech. Is it because, oh, there's Quasi? The bells. This is what the bells will do to you. Fuck you right up royally, mate. There he is with Esmeralda. Oh, Esmeralda, you smell so lovely. Yeah, you smell funny. There he is, swinging on his bells. Yeah. He's got big bells. And the ball is like bell as well, isn't it? Hell's Bells, AC/DC. So many. For whom the bell tolls. So yeah, they got rid of the tech in World War II and World War I, and it's no longer there. So, right, guys, I'm going to come back with you in a minute. I've got a clue how many of you are watching. Let me have a look. Bring back the bells, says my friend Darwin. 771 of you on a Flatterday. Right, we are 8:30 each, and we are good to go. So, this is happy time now, guys. Treat for you all, especially Arwin. Okay, we're going to look, right, because being me, Flat Earth British, I'm really, really lucky in the way that people send me really cool photographs. Okay, so I always stop on you because this is like Flo's there, she's in chat. All of Jenny's kiddages and all the guys who always makes me smile is Terry. She's sending their lovely big bud pictures at me in Britain. And Moonbeam Mitch. We love Moonbeam Mitch. We love all of you. And my brother who's into the Clash. I thought the law and the law never won. Asia. And we're moving down past Maria and Karen Dirtage. And we're coming down to, you ready? You ready, guys? Okay. Okay. I want to take my time by you. This is probably my favorite part of my entire computer at the moment. I know. I know. It's enough to make you actually turn to religion, isn't it? Oh, super beautiful. God bless. They all say that, don't they? God bless, which is be less. So there's be less in the United States of America. Yeah, you don't want to be blessing. So you may remember, okay, we was checking out last week Regina, who was down in the dabs in a pool in Vegas land, yeah, and getting all of that brain juice out of my book, Donna Bryan, yeah. So Brian spewing, literal form, all over her, okay. So yeah, are you ready now? Are you happy? Okay, suck them dabs, suck that juicy information, okay. People watch me in their back garden. Oh, that's rude. That's not on my posts. I don't show stuff like that, do I? I might do. I look really dark on a computer. Okay, okay. Let's stop here. Let's stop here for a little while. This is Regina, okay, and she is spoiling the holy grail of our flat Earth. Now, can you tell that's my book? Oh, it's just like me, that book. It's just like me. So, Arwin, are you happy? Okay. Yeah. We aim to please on Flat Earth British. Oi, oi, oi. Okay, Manny, got an oi, oi shirt and a couple of bookages. So if you have got a book and you're coming to the convention, I'm happy to sign your book for you. And I will have a few, not too many, to sell there. So this is an epic thing for moment for me. This guy here has been my epicest brother. He knows everything about me. I know loads about him. He's my proper friend, who is Psycho Dave. Yeah. He's done a homage, right? Fat fucking spliff. Both my books, Skins, Pot of Buddage, American Spirit Tobacco, nice choice, my friend. And whatever this is Skinny Up Box, which is absolutely fantastic. Homage indeed. Privilege, Dave. There he is. Dave, he just neutralized the one eye thing that he done with his flat thumb. Okay, because it's flat thumb magic. Yeah, he was born in 1971. Nah, he wasn't. He was a bit earlier. He's exactly the same age as me anyway. There he is. Fantastic, Dave, in chat now. Are you there, Dave? We love you, brother. Love you, brother. You look fucking fab. Yeah, that's my German brother. Over in fantasticness land, wherever he is. So, woohoo. Flat thumbage indeed, brothers and sisters. So we're moving on. Now, Mr. Willy goes on holiday. Okay, because Mr. Willy needs to go on holiday sometimes. Now, Arwin, calm yourself, son. Yeah, calm yourself, son. Is she going to take them off? Hang on, guys. Why does it keep looping right there? Don't worry, though, because angels are going to save you. Here they are. Yeah, the more you sin, yeah, the more you're going to need saving. Yeah, it's good advice. And it's making me feel loads better about myself. Saving. So yeah, this is what we need to, when you go on holiday, like Mr. Willy's had to run away from this, in fact, because he can't take no more. He's going blind. Yeah. Is squishy, juggly. Well, not to put a finer point on it. Jugs. But the thing is, right, as I think women can save the world with their jugs, yeah. All you have to do is fit them up with like super bras, yeah. Take on the Illuminati. Come and get this. Paching, 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 paching. Rocket launchers. Paching, paching. Girls, you fucking nailed it. You could just literally rule the world. Yeah. I'll be in your gang. I'll definitely be in your gang. Yeah. I won't even, I'll just be like your sergeant at arms, if you like. Yeah. Fucking wicked shit. Yeah. This one's, whoops, Daisy. Yeah. Run away. Okay, listen, you're going to have to go on holiday, Mr. Willy, and get away from this. I don't think I can take any. Oh, fucking hell, you popped out. Oh, ooh. Hang on a minute. You never mentioned earlier about football as maybe a bit suspect, This guy, yeah, he's like, fuck me, nobody told. I got to go in the shower with him later. It's like, oh, this football lack is making me feel all aroused. Oh, fucking hell. Mate, you want to get out of that game, I'm telling you. Stiffy on a pitch. So he's running. He's had enough of all of that. He's running away, guys. He's getting on his skateboard. Okay. Last little look before he goes. Woohoo! Juggage! They were lovely. I'm off. Woohoo! Juggage! I'm lovely. Mr. Penis. Yeah. Practice for later when I go back from my holiday. Yeah. Oh, good at that. Yeah. Oh, have a little fly in a plane when you're on holiday on the seaside. People are waving at People are waving at me. Oh, I can't wave back. I've got no hands. Got balls. Hi. Oh, look. He's gone on holiday, Mr. Willie. He's gone on holiday. As you can see, the weather is following him as well. Yeah. Like the Crowded House song. Always find the weather following you. Look at this. Yeah. Oh. So, yeah, Mr. Willie goes on holiday. We're going to hear more about Mr. Willie's holiday later on in this experience. Okay, guys? Now, I'm going to come back for a second. We've got a guest coming soon. Okay. And we're going to think about woodstockage, which is one of my favorite things ever. Because basically, I guess I was there at the 10 years after Woodstock, okay, at the festival thing. And they livened up a little bit by then. So anyway, a few of you watching, nearly 800 of you, fantastic. So we've got absolutely stacks more of cluage and evidences and all sorts. I've actually got something fantastic, but I maybe have to do a vlog later on, a little update later on what's happening with the convention. As I said, we got a biggie coming up. It's going to be very, very exciting. Are you excited? If you go in, you know you are. I'll be busier than COD that day. You know it. So, dun, dun, dun. Let's give you all a good shout age on a Flatterday. So, werewolves. Good to see you, my friend. Phrased eyebrow. It's all fabulous, isn't it? Armageddon's like rocks, doesn't it? Yeah, Woodstock. Yeah, they basically chem clouded it. Okay, and they created rain. They seeded it. Because basically everyone was getting on like a house on fire. Not literally. And they're like, oh, 500,000 people, and they're not hurting one another, and they're all loving one another. Oh, we can't be having this. I think we should make it rain. Do you know what happened? People all helped one another and gave one another food, and it made them stronger. They don't like us together. I went through the exact same scene in Glastonbury and all of the fucking Stonehenge scene and with the Travellers when I was young, guys, and they just treated people who was trying to run away back then like fucking shit. Yeah, because they didn't want him with the state or the system, because they're good people. You know, trying to save their children, get them out of there. Amarelia B, good to see you. Wayo, good to see you, my friend. Stay flat. Is there any other way to be? So we're going to talk about some flat Earth evidence, and I got so much to actually share with you. Excuse me. Oh, just haven't got the window. I got somebody on the way. So, Julie, good to see you. Alva Billy's in the house. Willy at the beach is going to be my next episode. We're having Willy at the beach. Going to be fab. You looking forward to that episode? Okay, good. John Smythe, Lindsley Ashcroft, good to see you, my sweetness. Ah, love you. Mac Anthony, Dankstalia, Truth Loops, J Mads. Was Mr. Woody quite? No. He's never put a mask on, but he's only got the one eye. Yeah, so it's not really much point. Julia Bellend, they don't work anyway. If you can smell a fart through them, they obviously don't work. It's pathetic, isn't it? More like the 90s. We're going through a great 70s revival at the moment, guys. It's absolutely fantastic. Next, you'll be wearing flares, tartan, and playing Bay City Roller songs. No, don't do that, guys. That was the worst part of the 1970s, I must say. Don't do that. Marcel, good to see you. Arwin, who can't remember the 70s because he wasn't even a glint in his father's eye at that time. Son, Moo, good to see you. Mo, good to see you, lovely. Tweezer, I get to meet Tweezer. Yay. Mark, Christy, Skywatcher, Carly, Zero, Truth Seeker, Squizzle Sniper, Epic Squizzle Sniper, Julia, GT, Marcode, and Arwin's laughing at something. I don't know what. That was a serious historical study. Listen, Mr. Willie went on holiday. What's the matter with that? Why is that funny? Not getting it. So, Moonlight Towers. Yeah, we've been talking about them this week on a show that I was on. I showed images of them on Awesome Austin's show. Hi, Son of Overlook. Hi, Dragon Sage. Merry Chicken. Again, Tracy. Good to see you, Jane of Talkie Itch. Might find my way back down there one day, Jane. Funny things happen. Life weird. It's weird if you meet. Luke Martin. Made the live show tonight. Good to see you anyway. Thanks for making it. Enrique, good to see you again. And Valerie's here as well. Good to see you, Valerie. Love. Okay, we're going to share some more juice because time is an elephant. That means it's irrelevant. There's no such thing. But I've got to get it on. So as you can see, yeah, it's like that's what it's like now. That's like a walk down like High Street to go shopping. That's what it feels like. Shit. Run away, run away. Anyway, more usage. We're going to have to think about a load more things and just buckle in again. So we're going to think about Woodstock. Oh, wasn't it fantastic? I would love to have gone, but the people never really danced well. You know, they should have been like, and they are quite spaced out. I see one video, I think it was by Crow's 777. He was like, hang on, was there 2 Woodstocks? Because there's something going on with the crowd for Jimi Hendrix. So they're at 400,000, but it was a fuck ton bigger. So there's some of the biggest names ever. So there you are. By the time I got to Woodstock, there was 500,000 strong. See? Fucking Crosby, Stills and Nash wouldn't fucking lie about that shit. Oh, do you know what's a brilliant song? Clearwater Revival. That one about the rain. Fantastic song. Buzzing my ass off. It's actually about Reset. So you there, the cool guys, all showing up, nicking in, like we used to do in Glastonbury before they put a bigger wall than they had in fucking Belson. And Jimi Hendrix's Beach Buggy. I love that Beach Buggy so much that I sent away for a model with my basically Jaffa cakes years ago. And I got one of them. I got a Beach Buggy, a Jaffa cake one. Still, no, today, all them years later. So there you are, the hippies. Getting down, getting funky, taking a fuck ton of acid, and having a fucking fantastic time. Getting naked, always a good part of it, yeah. The mix showers, one of the main attractions of Glastonbury. Yeah, man, do your hair, let it all hang out. No one's cares. Yeah, no one's looking, no one gives a shit. We're humans. Yeah, just hang around, like just play. Hanging around is good. I like hanging around upside down. Watch some more music. Watch the Doors. They were good. Santana were good, weren't they? Yeah, Santana was good. Get some for that. There you are. They built a big fuck-off stage with a load of plywood. I don't know if the system was really loud, though. They got all that on stage. Jefferson Airplane didn't sound that loud. You got speakers here. But they must have bigger ones further back. That's when Santana's doing Soul Sacrifice. I wonder what that's all about. There he is, Soul Sacrifice in it. Brilliant bass line on that. Brilliant. Watch Soul Sacrifice on YouTube, guys. Fantastic if you haven't seen it. Oh, there's the sound tech guy. For me, times have changed. Jesus, he's just up on a trestle. And he's sorting all the sound. That means the wires are running across the field. Ugh. Ah, hippie with the little monkey. I want a monkey. I literally have always wanted a monkey. And there's John Sebastian. Okay. Loving it up because it was a big loving. He's like, I'm loved in, man. So there's a hippie chick looking a bit wet and miserable after all of these B-52s came over, dumping all of these iron filings in the air that was witnessed by everyone. They're like, oh shit, it's going to rain. No shit, it rained for 24 hours. So there's some cool cat there hanging it out on the back of his American carriage. So it must have been fantastic because nothing like it has really happened in this manner, you know. Started out like with folk music. Oh, that buzzes me out every fucking time I listen to Richie Havers, guys. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Freedom. Ah, fuck me. Yeah, it's brilliant. He literally says, can you turn it up, please? Yeah, I've got a tuff in his head and a jet goes over like it did with Ravi Shankar and he's just like cuts it up, man. He's that good on a fucking acoustic. Nobody strums better than Havers. Brilliant. So yeah, not too many died, I don't think. It's not like Glastonbury. Loads of people die at Glastonbury. I used to when I was there. Ravi Shankar, he cut through the jet. He was fan-fucking-tastic. Oh, Ravi. Who'd have thought he'd had a daughter like Nora Jones? What's she got a Welsh name for? Was his wife Welsh? So what are they serving up at Glastonbury? Salmonella. I bet you every one of these shit through the eye of a needle later. Yeah. And where are you going to shit in Woodstock, guys? Yeah? What's in the bin? So I've got bread rolls, look all right, but she's done a big saucepan of probably not hygienic stuff. So there you are. You got rains out. They're all clapping. And then they do as in Glastonbury. You basically get in the mud, which is stupid. They didn't have showers. I bet she suffered. Woohoo! Okay, we got Country Joe. Do-do-do, do-do-do. Yeah. Going up country, baby, you wanna go? Fuck me. And then basically the attendees left a shitload of stuff. Good thing if you did this in Glastonbury is when everyone went, if you just walked through the the rubbish, you could basically find like all sorts of stuff. Wads of money, quarter pounds of Lebanese, stuff like that, you know. Here's the couple. Look at this. Max and Miriam. I literally really like these people. I've warned to them, yeah. They literally give them the fields, and after all of that trouble, as apparently trouble it was, and it was fantastic, apart from all the people shitting in the gardens, they're happy. They're happy because they've been smoking loads of weed. He looks really happy. Yeah. So thanks, Michael Evis 1, for killing it on Woodstock. Woodstock 2 was shit, by the way. Well, it was, wasn't it? Yeah. Nothing against Rage of the Machine or fucking Soup Dragons and that, but come on, you should have had like an epic venue. And then you had a riot, and then you can't have another one ever again. That's your own fault. Glastonbury, I'd never go to again. It's just the Illuminati. They got fucking 500,000 or 300,000 little babos. No, I don't want no part of it. If I can't go to another concert again, fuck, don't care. I know places that I can go where you don't have to go through all the shit and have music. Yeah, it's called Flat Earth British Convention Conference. So what's radiology do? Well, it makes you glow, it makes you feel fabulous in the past, and they basically put waves through you. Yeah, use United States patent. Okay, apparatus circuits oscillating under multiple wavelengths. So this is what they're doing to people in the past. Okay, and they're bombarding them with high frequency radiation. It won't hurt. Come and sit by here. So we're big into radiology in the past in a different way than now, but I guess in somebody's head went between them. Quite a bit of power. There you are. So what was the result? Well, they said they felt invigorated, no disease, healthy, and a whole load of stuff concerning healthy, invigorating radiation waves. That's funny because, like, you know, I thought nuclear bombs were bad and stuff. Radiation waves, source of our life. Theory of circular oscillation. Okay, so there's a theory. I don't want to go into it because I can't read all of that, but basically it's good for circulation and everything else. Radio cellular oscillation. 1923. There you are. Wavelengths, 2 to 10 meter wavelengths. Neutralize actions, disturbing rays. 1941 that was. So yeah, source of all life. There she is. She don't look too happy about it. I was reading about not that this has anything to do with it, it's just a interesting thing. JFK's sister, he had a sister. She was beautiful. They said that they killed her. Or basically, she had a lobotomy and then she was done away with later. They said that she had learning difficulties. That woman never had learning difficulties. I think what was going on with his sister, JFK's sister, I think she was against them and they got rid of her. Lobotomized her for speaking her mind, guys. What's that sound like? Yeah. She's a bit opinionated, this woman. Fuck. And I got there's just have a look at the photographs of her. I never knew about it till this week. So what we got here is interesting to say the least. Now, I'll have a word now because Hank's coming back in a minute. I've had a terrible trouble with Hank, my brother. He's staying over. He's joined the Taliban, or is it Taliban? No, the Taliban. That's right. He's joined the Taliban. I don't know that I'm against him. He's happy enough. He keep saying Salam Alaikum to me. That's all right. I dig that. So yeah, Hank, he was in the Mujahideen a fortnight ago, but he found out that they disbanded 20 years ago. Okay, so now the revamped version, he's gone into the Taliban. So here is before. Now they did this to everywhere. Persia was exactly the same. In the 1970s, Persia, you know, Iran, Tehran, they look like European capitals. Hot women, mini skirts, everything westernized, yeah? And then all of this Muslim caper with all of the thing that you see now with the way that they treat women, heads down, shut the fuck up, nobody look at her, she put a mask on, all of that, it's not existing back in the day. This has been a psyop. Now, from my studies, the word Mohammedanism was the word for Islam in the 1900s, and the word Islam itself didn't appear till later. So hot birds or westernized, looking nothing Muslim-y at all, like at all. And it was the same for Iran. Look at the cars. Look at the armies. Look at the women. Yeah, I know. Freaky, isn't it? The next video that I'm going to show you, I got picked up off Instagram, and it's fucking weird. This is outside a children's hospital, apparently. They got a big inflatable, I guess it's a woman, can't really tell, who then touches its genitals in front of all the children, like rubbing it. Ugh. And then a baby pops out, like, and then the baby is like, opens its eyes, rolls her on the grass. The kids play with the baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, the baby sucks tits in the garden, like nothing's going on. You giant titty in the garden for children. No, I understand that, you know, they need to learn about like things like that later on in life and that, but having that outside some hospital, yeah, it's fucking twisted shit. What the fuck is wrong with them all anyway? Maybe that's just me. I'm old fashioned. Probably. I don't know. Anyway, the epicness, that is Flatterday. Now, let's start here. You may not know, but hemisphere, okay, hemi means half of a sphere. Like the dome and the firmament, okay? So when we see the crucible and there's a line through it and an upright line, it could be like Meru, does the crucible actually designate that there's a flat plane there, but also a sphere around, just like the Greeks, or in this case, with the Greeks of Tartary hell, are telling us. Like a sphere, but a flat plane. Like an atom. Like an atom. Like a torus. Or the double torus. Well, they're telling us in plain sight. I think there's more going on with this, you know, guys. I got an old photographic record of Saint Michel, and it's got the name of St. Michael. So I think it's something going on there. I've talked about the Saint Michel lines that go across Europe, but it's like almost as if this thing is deep, deep, deep underground, and this is just the top of it. Saint Michel, there's one in Cornwall, there's one in France. I'll dig into that a little bit later on this journey, because I'm really interested in that place. It looks like the top of something else. No doubt about it. Okay. Food preservation should be taught in school. Wouldn't you agree? So what do they teach them? Well, stuff that they're never ever going to fucking use or even like. If you teach them like how to grow ganja, food preservation, these kids are never going to fucking die. They're going to always be able to look after themselves. Not rely on the state. These are things they don't want us to do, but this is what we should be taught in school. I include in my new book a sort of play curriculum of what I think should be going on in school, like, you know, music, you know, and food and knowledge sort of classes, and, you know, flat earth appreciation. So yeah, COVID condoms, they work as good as a mask. So like I said, with a mask, okay, it's not going to keep any pretending fucking germ away, because you can smell a fart through them, and I'm sure the gas molecules are damn sight bigger than the supposed virus thing, which is basically invisible. And do you know why it's invisible? Because it's not there. It just exists in CGI on Google and nowhere else. This is in America land. Can't remember the city. It was Grand Rapids. And they got a strange church with a, what looks like an old television aerial on top. What if the world that went before us looks something like this? What if, when it got plasma torched, that all it left was just melted sides? Like this could have been the Grand Canyon, is what I'm saying. Or if the Grand Canyon looked like this at some stage, there are windows all the way along in it, yeah? The Grand Canyon, could a civilization been that populated? I think so. I think it was trillions before us in previous resets. Trillions. So that is the insanity of setting up like palm tree earth or other earths in Dubai. And that's how you live. And it keeps the sea away and everything goes along swimmingly. Seems pretty fantastic, actually. I don't know. So the Mona Lisa, they've made a wax effigy of her and they've stuck her in front of the Mona Lisa. I find that really like weird. And she looks fuck all like her, let's be honest. What's the string in the hair for? This is good. Infallible ether oscillator. Oh, I can't really say if they actually existed, but they look like they're absolutely fantastic. I would love one because they basically look like steampunky, don't they? Yeah? Industry's a wave disruptor. So, are you genuinely predisposed to not wanting to blow your face to bits? Well, I guess so. Now I'm thinking about it. That would be pretty shit. Oh, well, what are you selling? Then, by crikey, this may not be the device for you. Try a kite. Good advice. All right, maybe I shouldn't, or maybe I would melt my face. I am the type of person who looks down the barrel, like, to see if there's anything blocking it. During World War II, right, because all the wars were bullshit, etc. Like we know about the funnies and the inflatable tanks and D-Day, but the Germans were up to the same sort of bullshit. Okay, well they built wooden airfields and wooden aircrafts, wooden vehicles, tricked the Allies, and however the air response. They did exactly the same, but they had fake wooden bombs, like instead of like actual buzz bombs, if they existed, they had wooden ones as well. But they had jets. This is an American Air Force fighter jet going in to kill Taliban. No, I can't, can it? They've stolen all your arms and everything. You're just going to take over the world. So, but there you are. No, it's a church. I know. It's a bit of a quinky dink. What's that, Billy? Nothing new under the sun, my friend. Nothing new, says Billy Zag. So we had a bit of a discussion concerning the Bunko booth in San Francisco in April 1906, pre-reset, days before, and the reset one. Are they actually the same dome? Some people said it was a mirror image reverse because the post is this side, on this side in the other photograph. But when the camera turns around, owl is still word owl, so that can't be the case. So they seem to have moved it and replaced it. Okay. If you look at the orb, it sort of comes in like this on top of the dome. Yeah. Which it doesn't here. It bellies out. This is certainly a different dome. There are quite a few, inconsistencies with it, I find. This block here, for example, this oblong, looks a flatter oblong than that square block there. Right or wrong? No, I know. So I think it's completely different. So there's the comparison. For you to look at the posters on this side and this one. And I must have had about 1,000 fucking comments, people saying, no, it's they reverse the image. Well, that's very fucking selective then, because the camera turns around until language. So incubators, the infant incubators, there's a sinister thing. Buildings full of incubators for babies. Where's the parents? Well, you're living through something that might give you a clue. So there's Dresden there. Wasn't it beautiful? What happened to it? Oh, yeah, I remember that. I know. Shit, isn't it? Just drop fucking tons of bombs on everybody. Yeah, this was last week on Instagram, or this week on Instagram. Somebody looked out their window and caught an angel flying in the clouds. So a Phoenician appeared in front of the sun, and somebody managed to grab it. So nice little capture. Very nice. Thank you for that little angel. So Windsor Castle, the biggest inhabited castle on Earth. Queen Elizabeth apparently lives there. It's fucking massive. Look at the size of this. So this, if it was this building was just on its own, this little one here, that would be massive. Yeah, you got all of that. How many rooms? I bet it got no toilets. Got his own church, his own little town with houses for the staff, I guess. So Windsor Castle. They pinched the name of the castle for their family name, you see, because they were like Colbert, whatever fucking name. Von Richtenbachen. So, look at this demented old bastard. So this is him this week, basically doing a little suck-hole to the Rolling Stones, which is a very fucked up looking Paul McCartney. No, I'm not being funny, guys, right? This guy's a fucking billionaire. He must have hundreds of millions. He's a fucking parent beetle, yeah? So first of all, he's got a black eye. Why has he got a black eye? He looks like a lump of dog shit. He looks like he's been dragged through an edge backwards, yeah? So what's he doing with all his money, yeah? Muller Kintyre living up on the Scottish Islands and can't keep himself fucking healthy. And what's the bruise on the eye, guys? Huh? What gives you bruises on the eye like a black eye? He looks fucked. So yeah, he's blowing smoke at poor old Charlie's fucking ass. Charlie was fucking epic. Charlie was a proper Cockney dude, you know. I really liked him. He wasn't one of them. He was quiet. He liked his jazz. I like Charlie Watts. I always liked Charlie Watts. Oh, he's lovely. So back in the day, to protect trees, I can't believe I got the evidence I got to show you later on. I can't just might be able to give it to you later. See where it goes. So these ladies, these Indian ladies, I think, is that a lady? Yeah. Fuck off my tree. And I feel the same. Yeah. You know, I'm not even joking when I say these lumberjacks are just like murderers. When they're like chainsawing these trees down, I much prefer to see the tree left there and the lumberjack chainsawed. Yeah. Because I'm really into this murdering tree business. I'm like, literally painful affair for me. Drops the vibration and everything feels shit after they're gone. So tech, wires coming off of the poles here and here on this theatre, which looks like some sort of owl theatre shape. And these always with the ceramics. Are they carrying wires? No, they're not, are they? I think they do. They might have some wires, actually. I can see some disturbance there. Yeah, they could be the telegraph. So the antique world, massively technological compared to today. And now, oh, it's fucking stupid. It's totally retarded. Yeah, this is what we should be. They told us it was survival of the fittest, so they could go with that bullshit evolution, Darwinism fucking bullshit. So, like, basis for World War II, survival of the fittest, isn't it? And, you know, doggy dog, etc. But that's not the case. Here we are. Nature's symbiosis. We work together. We all have our place in nature to make it all work. Humming bee, sharing a little drink with these little guys who I absolutely love. Bumblebees. Bumblebee tuna. Bumblebee tuna. Ah. This is in Spain. It's crazy. These entrances here, right? I think this is Cadiz, right, guys? So they got the Phoenicians, Imperial Eagles, could be Russia, could be America, double fasces, Tauruses, etc. High gantries for what? For the water gets high. And then inside all of this, it's all just for a water feature. So they're sort of telling you for this gate, yeah, this massive building, just for that little water feature there. It's a big undertaking, isn't it? That wall, that gate. I had to do something more. And the Eiffel Tower, the roof of it was a landing platform, as we know, for barrage balloons and transport balloons. I'll show you the tech. So something definitely going on with this, you know. Something else. It's just the photographic record. So there you are. They had a load of antennas on it in the past. 1949, it had all this going on it. Looks like modern day towers of you know what. The word I can't really say. But it ends in G. Look at it. They took all that away. It's not there. Not all that anomalous technological stuff on top of it. It's just crazy. Everything on there. I don't know what it is. It's the light shining in, which is lovely in itself. There you are, look. So they had an observation up there. Balloon comes in and they had all that tech, you know. Maybe that's why they stopped the balloons landing on it, so they could stick all of that strange caper on it. Use the landing platform, and they could circulate the balloon in the wind, so they could get off here or here, and then down the staircase, and then they were there in the Eiffel Tower once the balloon arrived. They got rid of all of that. So, what do you think the thing is with building this monastery on the side of a cliff? Seclusion, yeah. Get away from them, yeah. How did they get it all there in the first place? They carry each rock up and then laid it from the first, you know, the foundations down here and then all the way up with some giant scaffold. Or was the thing there in the first place and all of this stuff that's covering the side of it coming later when it was liquefied in some sort of sludge event, sludge flood? Well, the Palace of Horticulture in San Francisco Exposition, yeah, they'd show you the new combine harvester, Yeah, I learned all I learned about women from my tractor. Look at this for a bit of Tataria, a scaffolded out thing here. I think it's Venice, is it? Ooh, no, that's German. Not sure. Could be Dresden. Fantastically big. So everything faded into a mist, and the past was erased, and the erased was forgotten, and the lie became truth. So that is what they're trying to achieve with this. So everyone just forgets the past, how we used to be. And it wasn't even all that good back then, guys, but that's like fucked up now. So look at it. Look at this. In this app, these kooky guys who are, I don't know what they're doing actually. Tattoos, I don't even know. I don't want to go into it anyway. But what's she doing exactly? She's flashing herself. It's supposed to be the other way around. Flashes. It's women flashes here, and they're gone to the, they're all like avant-garde. So look at the hairdo on her. Fucking hell. She's smoking a pipe. Weird. I want to talk about this. Yeah, I have nothing against homosexuals. Okay, they're fine. They're lovely people. Yeah. So, but not this one. Okay, bumping iron. Follow me if you want to live. So what's that? That's like, let's get in a helicopter, isn't it? It's one of his catchphrases. He's just doing a movie role, and it's no coinky dink, right? That this fucking crazy bastard. Okay, he's in Terminator, which is an apocalypse film, and they send him back in time to stop like John Connor, etc., from ending the world. And now he's like, screw your freedom, and he's fucking, if you want to live, follow me, with like an evil look, like the devil. Yeah, it's like, look at his eyes. Well, that's like, to me, that's like hysterical guilt, because he can't even face his mind because of the terrible shit that he's had to go through, all the bodies. This guy, has just promoted the vaccine. He's been promoting guns and death for fucking years, guys. The guy's a psychopath. Any of that promoting guns and violence is just promoting that way of life and that mentality. Fucks people's minds up. He's a mind fucker upper. He's got karma coming to him, so we shouldn't even bother, really. But we're going to have a laugh of how tiny this guy's penis is. I don't know whether he's actually a girly or whatever, but when he was pumping iron, with all of his mates, doing like stuff in front of the mirror, like gay men do. So, Coney Island had a Filipino baby zoo in Coney Island. Basically, they had a human zoo in Coney Island in, I think it was about 1902. They closed it down, though, obviously. But yeah, so they had a human zoo in New York in the past. So you could go past, feed them carrots or whatever, and they were in cages. Now, this place is absolutely smashing and fine. Nothing wrong with it. So there you are, Woodstock, 400,000 people. Yeah, getting down, getting funky, and having a great time. Yay. So this guy nailed it. Look, there will be no escape in the future from telephones. Now, I think telephones got to go. I think they're the most dangerous thing we ever had. So this Pasadena, okay, the telephone of the future. So Mr. Sullivan states, okay, he states that just what form the future telephone will take is, of course, pure speculation. Here is my prophecy. In its final development, the telephone will be carried about by an individual, perhaps as we carry a watch today. It probably will require no dial or equivalent. And I think the users will be able to see each other if they want as they talk. Who knows? But what it may actually translate from one language to another, which it does. So it's all of that. This guy is nailed it on a prophecy, but these phones are fucking deadly. They're dangerous. They're the most worst thing. So if you lived in the 1970s, this was your remote control. Okay. I was the remote control. That's not me. That's not me. Yeah, I was a cute kid. I'm just saying that was the remote control in the 1970s. How times change. This dude was 80 miles. Yeah, you can see it on top of a mountain, and he witnessed Mount St. Helens exploding. There's someone behind him at a higher elevation. It seems a bit of a convenient picture, but look at the distance away. Do you see any curvy-worthy? Anything falling away anywhere? that way or that way. Wow, and the horizon's all the way up there. Anyway, cut a long story short, the fucking thing blew up. Okay. And it shows a brilliant example of the flat earth. To my Brian. So on the notes, they love to show you the electromagnetic technology dictates the place. Use the United States dollar, 5 silver dollars. And the Phoenicians holding that lampage. And Zeusage, okay, with his fascist technology, because that's all it seems to be about is the fascist technology, the old V. Oh, we got a Ulysses S. Grant there. So he's president at this time. So silver dollars and coded with eagles. All very creepy, highly Phoenician. Wonder what the V's for. Sir, the operation that you demanded is now underway. Okay. Are they dead? So this is apparently the bullshit. So this guy is apparently telling like Bushy that like, you know, shit's just gone down. Yeah, look what he got behind him. Apart from the book that he was reading, I'm sure you all know by now, but look at that. They got a little girl and she's got devil horns. I know they're slides, but the glasses, the whole thing's Satan's face there. Thought that was a coincidence. Not. Look at his eyes. Yeah. Sir, what did he exactly tell him? You know, we could lip read that shit. I bet he told him, like, you know, the operation's happening, you know, and why in a schoolroom? It all makes no sense. You're not going to be like the biggest event in human fucking history except this. And then tell him in a classroom full of sprogs. And do you know what? You don't even fucking get up. He's the president of the world, yeah? You know, I'm a real professional. I'll sit here and finish this story. Apart from that, I'm really enjoying it. This is interesting. In the 1930s, a B-52 bomber, okay, which is probably a lot fucking bigger than them jets that apparently plowed into the towers. This one plowed into the side of the Empire State Building on around the 80th floor. So quite high up. Okay, 11 people died. And loads got injured. But obviously the building never moved, obviously. And that was when I'm not sure what a B-52 bomber is doing down here. And again, right, is this the max from the wings? Isn't a B-52 bomber massive? I mean, we're talking about a flying fortress here. We're talking about them things that apparently drop bombs, yeah, on Europe. They're massive, yeah, guys. Again, where's the wings? How do you get a B-52 bomber into that little hole? Maybe the nose just hit it and it fell to the floor. I'm unsure. But regardless, they never fell down at all. So this is building an oil tanker at the end of your garden in Britain. The shipbuilders. And it occurred to me, imagine sitting in that house and saying, Harry, what love? Do you think it's safe? What love? I mean, that fucking big oil tanker, do you think it's safe? Oh, yeah, love, it's all right. Well, I mean, if it's full of oil and it exploded, would we all... Well, there is that, love, I guess. Don't smoke, innit? Got the fire on, love. So, the epic sculpture in Bologna, I think it's in Florence, actually, of huge from one marble stone, the whole fucking thing. Excuse me. Ugh. Sorry, I thought that was my guest stage. So, do you know who this is? This is Belinda. This is Belinda, and is that actually the same person as it was before, guys? I'm not actually too sure anymore. Doesn't look like his balls have dropped by here, and he's like, I've just invented the world. Why's he got two microphones on? It's weird, isn't it, guys? So this is Merkel, right? And she's like, well, soon I'm going to get a job in actressing, and I'm going to be on Suits, and then I'm going to meet a ginger prince, and I live in there one day. I will. So she's 16, and she went to a trip in London, Merkel Durkel, and now she's like queenage of something or other, I don't know. Yeah? And do you know what? I'm not impressed with Buckingham Palace. It's shit compared to some of the stuff you got in Europe. Fucking Bank of fucking Madrid's better than that. And it is too. So your squaws standing in front of a tree trunk. Yeah. Yeah. These are the squaws, I guess, in by the 1970s, maybe. So yeah. How? Yeah, it'd be great to be North American Indian. I am anyway, I can tell. So let's have a look. What's wrong with Annie? Is he just got like really small speedos on? Because he seems to be like minus a Willy. In fact, he's got like a bit of a camel toe going on there. Maybe that's just his bollocks. I don't know. And he proudly walks down the street like that. Yeah? Fucking hell, guys. There's something deeply wrong with this man. Annie, who wants you to follow him, yeah? But yet he haven't got a fucking Willy. He's a Willy-less man. So this is how you identify in the old days if you worked in border control, foreigners. This is foreigners if you're in America. The Russian, okay, yeah. The Ukrainian. Oh, the Tatar. Looks like, oh, he's got a goatee on. The Jew, oh yeah. Gypsy, yeah, maybe. I don't know what a Kyrgyz is anyway. An Uzbek. Oh yeah, the Uzbeks. They look a bit Tatar. The Kazars, the Armenians, the Georgians. Oh yeah, they look just like Joseph Stalin. Oh, the Lithuanians. Okay. The Belarusians. Okay, they look exactly the same as the Latvians. And me, an Estonian. Azerbaijani, fuck yeah, looks like exactly like Borat. Moldovians, Tajakis, and Turkmens. Turkmens, they give a really bad press to, didn't they? So yeah, you couldn't be any other nationality. Yeah. Yeah, it's strange mentality, that, isn't it? What happens if a black man walks through for a start off? It's really strange. Don't know. So this happened in 1988, as you can see there. And what happened is the roof ripped off at 24,000 feet, but the pilot miraculously managed to land everybody alive. Nobody flew out of their seat. So apparently you can breathe at 24,000 feet. I'm guessing they had oxygen to breathe. So get them high and not panic. But shit. Got struck by lightning, the roof ripped off, and he fucking landed them. So happy fucking days. Yeah. I hope I haven't put you off any flights you're about to take. No, you're not taking any if you haven't had jabs. Don't worry about it. It's a nice little independent shot of the coming down to the pyramids. I haven't seen that angle before in the modern day. Don't know what all this is cut out, but yeah. It's a shame the pyramids are right next to that big city. So here's the Spice Boys, girls. Okay, in Tokyo, I think. Yeah, Zigga Zigga. What's a Zigga Zigga? Does anybody know? I don't know. I've been thinking about it. I don't think it's good. I think there's something wrong with it. So let's look at ginger spice. Okay, Jelly Hallowell. Okay, yeah, okay. So what's the matter with fucking mental case then? Yeah, Bex. What's the matter with her? She's fucking banging her head like a nutcase. I bet she does that a lot. So Baby Spice, she used to be my favorite, Emma. I know. Not so much Sporty Spice. And Mel B. Mel B's one of them, isn't she? She's like fucking on one of those X Factory things, I think. I don't know. It might be bullshit. So in St. Thomas Hospital, if you had tuberculosis, they used to stick you out on the Thames. Wasn't that fantastic? Yeah. I bet they got right bird shit on. Oh, it's a lovely spring day. Yeah, I know, but the birds keep shitting on us. Can you move the birds from under the trees? Maybe. Is that healthy, do you think? I don't know. They say they chuck them out in the air and makes them all better again. Probably had a vaccine. So, Nelson, Battle of Trafalgar, and here is his jacket. The hole there is apparently where a sniper up on a ship here, across the way, hit him with a musket ball. Goes, yeah, shatters his shoulder, yeah, and kills him. Yeah, he minged for ages. So he did a lot of shit. He's got a Muslim thing on you, so he's a member of the Muslim Brotherhood. High tableage. Lost an arm, lost an eye. Right fucked up state of affairs for the old whoever he was. But that's the evidence that he existed, and a couple of paintings, mind you. So it must be real. You know. So there you are, Shrink 2. This is another one of Jesus, but who is this? Can't remember. 1700s sculpture, so it's a bit later. But basically, it's again with the shrink wrap, isn't it? Yeah, almost as if the air's been sucked out, or there's like, you know, when you vacuum pack something. So it's like he's been vacuum packed. I find that really unusual. And they do it with all of these Phoenician veiled things. So what's going on with Hooverville? Is this a pack of shit, guys? Because I'm just saying, right? So 1930s, New York, they got a Wall Street crash. This is Central Park. So where's the grass? And what's all these big fucking rocks and bits of square masonry? What were they before? And what? It's all right to just stick a shack in the middle of Central Park, Hooverville it. Is it? Yeah. Where's the grass? Where's the Central Park, by the way? See, they don't explain that. That makes no sense. It's almost as if something fucked up has happened and people have just moved out to the fucked upness. Because where's the green? Where's the grass? Where's Central Park? It's weird, isn't it? Yeah, I know. You imagine him turning up. It's like, whoa. So did they? Did they turn up like that out of the water? How? Oh, this is a definite real thing. Her side, his side. Oh, it's just like me. Actually, this is fucking 100% truth, guys. Yeah, guys, can you concur with this as being a real truth? Because it's definitely a truth, guys. You're almost 1,000 people here. Can you concur this, please? By the way, this is a serious historical study. Yeah, why is that the case? Yeah, you're just hanging on there like hoping, aren't you? Yeah. I'll just occupy this corner of the bed, hoping. Squeeze it in. But finally, some good news. Love conquers all. And we know that's true. I know. See, it's not all fucking bad. Wow, I got another copyright. Fuck me, that's every single day. They don't like me, do they? I haven't showed anything. I bet that was that Hitler stuff. Show an image of Hitler on a video. You've gone. But anyway, love conquers all. Maybe someday all newspapers will be this way. Interesting. Interesting reading. So yeah, this is how you get around in a mud flood. So Arwin, take note, people. Take note. If there is a mud flood, you must. That's probably not good advice. Actually, I'd try some other methods. That's probably not the best. And plus, he looks a bit stupid doing that as well. I bet you get fucked really quick. So don't even do that. Nope. I don't even know, but look at it. It's fantastic bit of expositionage. And all of that apparently built for fuck all for the tomato season. Yeah, you got all that technology involved. Isn't that really weird? That looks like a metal dome, glass. Very nice, very nice. Look at this for a bridge. This is not a bridge too far. I want to go over this bridge. They got a church machine on a bridge, guys. This one. Can you see that? And at night, oh, I got pain in my back. It goes like that. Portalage. It's pretty. It's really pretty. Look at all this shit down here as well. It's like levels below. Interesting little bridge. I like that. So kind of, wow, no, there's a horse I would ride. What say you guys? Yeah? That wouldn't be wrong, would it? Yeah? So I'm going to marry my horse. Sorry, sir, I don't think that's right. Yeah? Who are you to question, you know, whether it's okay to marry a female centaur? Is that a thing? I think it should be a thing. I think that should be brought into reality. Make it so. Yeah? Never-ending story. Make that so. I like to finger my way through pages of a book exactly the same way. It's funny that. I get away from it. It's not funny. It's a serious historical study, and I'm a bookworm. I love fingering books. So yeah, this is brilliant. Look at this. This is in Tokyo, and it's got like the whole round circle affair, but it gives you that like domed personal atmospheric observation effect, I feel. This is what we're all living in, because we only see that. So remember I said, we can fly, okay? We all have wings, but some of us just don't try in excess. And apparently witches as well, all they need is a stick. Yeah, I don't think the stick has anything to do with flying at all. And witches apparently look like that. Ka-ching. This is in the 1950s, yeah, nanomatic. So you didn't really need your Google Mapage. Yeah, this thing was highly technological, show you the way with little arrows, exactly the way it does now. Look, look, look. Observe the fantastic technology of the 1950s. Nothing new under the sun, guys. And that looks like a T-bird as well. Look at the interior. Fuck. That's just gorgeous. It's lovely. I'd want to touch all of that. I want to touch her. So here's Annie. That's got a penis. Look, where's his penis? How's it going? Got big muscles, but women get big muscles. There's something very wrong with him. Yeah. You want to live? Don't follow him. So he's got man boobs as well. Yeah. I don't know what this television show is. It looks too weird for me to actually think about. But the fact still remains that he has boobs. Yeah. You know, if he's in a normal relationship, who's sucking whose titties, guys? Take a look. Yeah. Fucking wrong, isn't he? Anti-mask meetings have been going out since 1918. They were forcing people, threatening them with bullshit. And all this has happened before, as you know. Yeah. There's nothing new under the sun. This is trippy. 1941, the Sixth Army are marching into Paris, yeah, all jolly because they just took over Francich. And in 2021, yeah, they got exactly the same helmets on as the Nazis used to have, you know. And this anomalous world army that's in every fucking country bullying our ass and going to smash your fucking head in if you don't do as you're told, by the way. Because they do. We drag you off to fuck knows where. Nothing's like it used to be. Isn't that a weird thing? Do you think they did that deliberate? You fucking know it. Just letting you know what's going on. Invasion of the body snatchers, guys. You know it. You fucking know it. We're not them. Stay here. Don't be one of them. They're fucking nuts. Look at this. It was joking you. Yeah, I know he had that hysterical laughing thing, which was really sad. It must be awful. But look what she was. Look, showing a picture on his phone of fucking. Well, I'd have an hysterical laughing fit as well. So I don't know if this is in Hayes Town. I hope it is a real thing. It looks to be. So it's anti-advertising. We're lying. You know we're lying. We know that you know we're lying. If you feel like something is wrong, you're probably right. Millions worldwide know it too. You are not alone. It's good news. Everybody's waking up. I don't like this guy. I'm not feeling this. I'm feeling like a really massive, sort of, I don't like you, Jesse Kelly. Fear turns people into monsters. It's how every horrific atrocity in history came to be. Get vaccinated or you don't deserve medical care, and I'll laugh at you when you die. Let's just stop there. So this is somebody you should listen to and respect. Somebody who's going to laugh at somebody else who's dying. And yeah, that sounds like a fucking psychopath. A lot of Americans who allowed a virus to turn them into... It's fucked up, guys. So there you are. This is interesting, isn't it? Look, the first records of the word plane in mathematical sense comes from the early 1600s, and it comes from the Latin planium, meaning flat surface, which is a noun form from the Latin objective plantus, meaning flat. You know why? Fuck yeah. That's right. So we're moving on. The time is approximately, I've been on a few hours now. I don't know what this is. Just let me stop it a second. I have quite a bit. I'm going to come back. Oh, excuse me, 2 seconds. Okay. Hope you're all splendid. Got almost 1,000 people watching. Could you please share this outage into the ether? All the juiceage, all the funny bits and everything else. Okay. I don't even know what just happened, if I'm honest with you. On a plane, she knows it. Howard, good to see you, my friend. PJ Sher. Rue, I seen a photo of you. We love you, Rue. Liddy, you too. All of you. Meltage. Flat. You fucking know it. Does my head in when people go on about spacey stuff. Just drives me nuts. Even when they say in their official narrative now that nobody's ever been to space because the Earth's atmosphere goes beyond the moon. So we can't probably explain to them anything. And they don't know anything about the globe model anyway. I'm not going to fucking research for them. Valley Packs, good to see you, Valerie, love, Enrique, D-Cat. Third wave, fucking. Kelly, watery. Rob, good to see you, my friend. Your wife was just on the telly. I know. Super fantastic. Great. The toxic energy is lurking. Don't take no notice of it, mate. Just love that shit out. Okay, we're tougher and we're fucking harder. Okay, listen, all of you guys. They fear us. They have no power over us. They're soulless. They don't feel the same way as us. So we have the power. Our love is the power. Okay, to heal all and conquer all. They can't fight it, and you've seen the world at the moment. Win, my brother Julie. So don't worry about things so much, guys. I've had some terrible emails this week from Australia and stuff, but it's all good. It's all good. Things are going to work out. Let me tell you guys. We just know it. Lumpy gas, we're on it. Have faith. Liddy. Oh, Nora. See you in a week or so, Nora. She's coming to help at the convention, which is going to be epic. Hasn't dawned on him yet. She's saying Italian hippie shake. How to block mods? Sure, you can't block mods, Howard. And if I have caused any sort of, problems with some of my narratives, well, maybe that'll be a lesson to you about religion causing all the troubles in the world. Because every time there's trouble in my chat, it's always fucking religion. Doesn't that tell you something? Fuck yeah. So, Brian Carter. I'm awfully naughty. I love it. Mad Pipe. Right then. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm just going to bring up something that I wanted to show you. I got so much stuff. It's hard to even believe. So, if you just give me a second, please share this out. Thanks, everybody, for coming on Flatterday. In a little while, I've been going since 7:30, isn't it? 8:30. Ooh, 2 hours. Fantasticness. So let me just show you some interesting finds that I found very early, which I want to share with you. I have got a Hibbler production I want to share with you, but I'm waiting a little minute for that. So I'm just going to share screen a second. Take a look at these. These are Egypt and some parts of Turkey, and the photographs are from 1870. So they're really early. Check this antiquity. Tell me if you see something similar with it all over the plain. And what you think is going on, as you know what is. Okay, so Europe and Africa in the 1870s. Okay, so you get the Viennese Opera House, which is fantastic, and a bit of work going on. Fantastic lampposts, etc. Oh, messages coming in. And this is the Gare de East, I think it is. It's not the Gare de North. Yeah, it's the Gare de East. In what is Paris. So were they really always railway stations? Guessing the trains don't come any further. They must just stop and pull out again. And these are the taxis to pick them up. Not many people around for a central station for such a big city. So yeah, these this is in Turkey somewhere, but I'm just looking at this sort of on the side of the water, and the way that these houses look like they're literally in a mud flood that is solidified. It's crazy. What a place to put your fucking houses. And they're standing on this rocky outcrop for a reason. Because look at these layers. Geological? Or are they actually man-made? It's a bit pyramidical to me, like it's taken some bashing as well. You know, it is this mud-flooded area. It's in Turkey, this. And it's just mud. Just like seismic. A somatic wave's gone through, bubbled all this up, and it's just left it like it. It's just a real mess. And in the side of these mountains, they got these mud flood mountains, solidified. They got buildings, just like some of the American Indians did. And they're really precarious. And again, like that other one on the side of these cliffs, definitely getting out of the way of events. So here's the Turkish. Looks like it's made of mud, this thing. Front door's down there. It's weird. They just bang these things with no infrastructure in the middle of mud, isn't it? But yes, that's what we like to see. The ladies out getting some croppage in. And they're having a little meal as well. I bet that tastes lovely of all fresh stuff. So yeah, that's something else he took about from us. Now we have to rely on the supermarket. Now there's food shortages happening. And there is, where I shop, the shelves were empty in a local shop, Home Bargains. Although all the other shops, Tesco's was okay, but Home Bargains was nothing in there. It was empty. So they're doing that on purpose. I know, they're a queer-looking bunch, aren't they? I don't know what's going on with their hoodie suits. They're in Turkey. These are really weird, these pointy suits. Maybe they're in some sort of clan. Don't know. Some details. Freaky, though. And look, this is the tomb of one of their Turkish, or I guess Byzantine emperors. So the tomb is more like Asian because it's been smashed to shit. Look at it. What exactly has hit this? And it looks like it's not long before. It's like they've just found it. Seems to be Roman brickwork because it's that thin, slatty stuff. So this, I would presume, this is Roman. This is a red bricker. But again, this goes underground because it's a tomb. But and what you find, look at this. Yeah, this is in Turkey, and you've got like Indian gods with antiquitech on their heads. Fantastic. But it's damp. It's damp up to here. You're going to see it in Egypt. And this thing, they took a photograph of it. Yeah, it looks like there's a star foot. But look, they've penciled it all in. This is pencil, not a photograph. And why did they take a photograph of that? Why? Because it looks exactly like a pyramid. I think there's something else going on there, for sure. And they always make these pictures like that. This is nice. Look at that. I'm guessing this is maybe China. Yeah, it looks like. So what would you do in there? It's not very big, is it? Just sit over the water. Seems a lot of effort just to sit over the water. Maybe there's something else going on in the past with them. Blackened and melted. What do you think happened? Do you think it was the pollution? Because there's no pollution around, is there? There's a guy in a pith helmet here. Look, just discovering this stuff for the first time, probably. Ancient temple devices. Got a stone involved in it, guys. Something's made it blackened and burnt looking. Or unless it's just still soaking wet right the way through. Ah, look at them. They're clutching their mother. He loves their mother. Ah. And they're on a board sort of doing some sort of maybe butter in there, I'm thinking. Some people used to do, guys. You couldn't go to the supermarket 100 years ago where you'd done your own medicines all drying up, herbs and stuff in the kitchen. You had a marble half of your fridge, maybe, to keep it cool in the larder. That's how everyone lived. Everyone was healthy too. Contrary to what they tell you, it's fucking bullshit. So, whole of Egypt just completely smashed. A terrible event. This is the Valley of the Kings. This is like, looks like a pyramid here. So this is where Tutankhamun is, or was, excuse me. Valley of the Kings. Look at this. Is that not a pyramid? I can't believe they're saying this is like a geological feature when it looks exactly like a man-made feature. It's even got like a straight edge, hasn't it? And this wall here as well. And they got like all of these tunnels in there, which they put like tombs in, as you know. This is where they take all of the pharaohs to this valley. I think it must have been a destroyed valley because that looks like something was definitely there, guys. Definitely. So, Kanak, let's have a look. Now this is Disneyland, all tarted up. One of the biggest archaeological sites on Earth, actually. But nowadays, you go on there on Google. In this day and age, it's covered with tiny little bricks from entropy or from a fucking terrible event. Same here. Tiny little bricks, tiny little stones. Same as what you see in San Francisco. It's always reduced to this stuff. And this looks like it's some sort of temple of Hathor, maybe. What are all these people doing there? I reckon they just found it for the first time. Look at it. Look at it. Smashed. Water's just come raging through here, hasn't it? Smashed all these off. And something was fitted in here. Let's have a look at this. So this looks like mud gone off, rockified, and something slotted in here. There's something missing. And it connected into there and there. Wherever it is not there now. Maybe it took off. Wow. And these like back plates to hold it. They're flat. They're flush. Flush with this. So whatever was sitting in there. Ooh. Some tech. That's interesting, that is. And again, you know, it's like, what smashed that exactly? You know, these must be, you know, really strong. Yeah, smash. Big chunks out. And the bullshit hieroglyphics. All of these now in Karnak have been cleaned up, and they got these things around the bottom you can sit on. And it's just all Disneylanded. Just like they do with all antiquity, like they did with Stonehenge. Which is just bullshit. The real henge is probably not there. But near. Close by that energy centre. That ley line crossing point. Phoenicians. The size of these walls as well. All right, more of definitely Karnak. Scaffolding ready. Is that a boot scraper? Could be. So you didn't build this, did you? No, we know. Who did? Giants, because it's fantastically big. They clean this up. It appears in a James Bond film years to come. And he's having a little gun battle in there with these endless corridors of these crazy looking columns. Very futuristic-y. So let's have a look inside of these cats. Church. And this is in Ethiopia. There's like maybe 500 pyramids in Sudan as well, guys, and Ethiopia. But look at this. The portal's got no glass in it. Still active? Very possibly. Well, shit going on in here. So look here. Everything on the bottom score, you know, like sort of melted there. See the bricks, the way it's sort of just like melted, like a big hand or something's hitting there. All melted here. Jesus. Look at that. Yeah. It's absolutely massive because look at the size of the people. I was looking at these two here, but they're down there, look. So look at the door there. Why would you build a door like that? When you know it's going to be really difficult, you know, horses, carriages, blah, 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 blah. So. Well, they're an interesting bunch. What's that in the background, though? Sitting on top of this mound. I mean, maybe nothing, maybe something. Check these out. What melted them? Face is gone. Looks like it's literally just dripped. Drip face, man. What's that? That was a bit rude. Oh, it's his hands. Okay. Yeah, he's just dripped. He's all dripped. Nice bit of grass, though, guys. Yeah, they got really fucked up. All the way out there as well. Look at that stuff in the background. The lines in it. It's like an whole civilization's been just obliterated and covered with its own bits. Look at the pyramids from this perspective. Deep in the sand here. Not much of the pyramid is actually under. It could be massive. These look still damp here. Still looks damp. Doesn't look like these events have happened long before, you know. There's been no effort for repair. Everything is just messed up until the late 1800s. After this period now, when they discovered all these, yeah, like Karnak, etc., Memphis, all these places just got tarted up since. But they were like this, guys. Just look at it. This is not like the world just falling apart through entropy from like all of that time ago. Obviously, there's been terrible destruction. Another tomb going underground. What about this facade? Why did you just cut a big block and because the effort of pillars to go all the way into the side of this? Again, lines here, lines there, spaced apart. Really does look like something's melted that too. All right, let's have a look at this intro. Wow. Oh, look at this. It's all just washed away. The bottom. This thing goes a lot deeper, you can tell. A lot deeper. This door's twice as deep. It has to be more. Because it's disproportionate, guys. It's all top heavy, you see. It looks like this comes down here. Oh, they're just fantastic, them. So really early, actually, as well. So, okay. Jesus loves the Who. Right, I'm coming back and I'm going to show you Hibbler, which is I'm going to have to do in. This was a fantastic interview that I did on Rockfin last week. I'm going to mute my microphone. Guys, this was fantastic. Now, I've only got clips and they come into me in a random order by Manny. So basically, I'm going to have to just persevere with me while I go through the clips. It's about 20 minutes maybe of me talking about Mud Flood with the crew over on Hibbler Productions. You want to check this out? Check this out. I'm going to mute my mic. Doesn't seem to be any sound. Bear with me. Sorry. Doesn't seem to be any sound. Bear with me. All of these are like that now with the jab, and it's really like it's a zombie state of affairs. And I'm thinking,
it's fucking crazy, man.
The times they dragged me out of class in school when I was a kid, and just no note off the off my mother or anything, just vaccinated you in the hall. We're all queuing. What's going on? Vaccinated, back to the class. So it occurred to me a few weeks ago, I thought, well, if this is doing that to them now, what have we had in the past? Have I actually been affected? Am I not my real self? Am I that far away from it because of previous vaccinations? I mean, I got scars all over my arms.
Yeah.
So I thought, oh my dear. So like I thought, as we lift off these layers of deceit and all what's happened, and we're getting clearer, I'm wondering, later on, I think there is just such an awesome prize, of truth, that I think it's not going to be anything like we thought. It's just going to be that fantastic,
Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely.
And they're not in charge anymore. I know they think it, but they're not.
Nope.
Okay.
They're running around like chickens with their heads cut off, Martin.
What are they going to do? Kill everybody that's not going to play their game? Possibly. Do they win? No. We've done this before, guys. Yeah, I reckon everyone who is in the truth and movement now, for real, okay, in for the long haul, because they can see what's happening here, and this seems to be the only resistance. And it literally does. Is there anything else happening anywhere, or is it just YouTube and all these formats? Because I don't think so. If you think demonstrations are achieving anything, do they get to the mainstream news? No. They close
the
all
time
these
for that shit is over.
Time for that shit is over, bruv. Yeah, you got it. We got a voice. We can reach millions. All of these truthers together, these big names like the likes of Egan and all the rest of them. They're pissing their channels away in my mind. I think that they should call some sort of unity in all the big names. Do one super fantastic. We're going to tell you what exactly is going on. Clip each. Put that up onto the internet for all of these content providers, and then force tens of millions, if not more, hundreds of millions of people to watch this truth. Yeah. But does anyone think it or want to do it? It doesn't seem to be. It seems more,
Well, there's probably a lot of fear involved, like you said earlier. That's probably the biggest hang up with people. No, I'm saying with people not wanting to go forward and do these big things. And I'm sure there's some sort of fear in people, but they need to get rid of that, because we're living this life now. We're speaking this truth now. Let's keep speaking it louder and louder and louder.
It's too late for fear, because this stuff's not going to go away. Nope. People are going to have to just bury their fears if they got any, and they're just going to have to grow a pair. Otherwise, they're going to sink. There's sharks and fishes in this tank, guys. Which one's you going to be? Yeah. It's not going to be. It's not. These people are psychopaths.
Yeah.
We've been working them out and decoding them for years, guys. We know, because we're possibly, I don't know, I can't speak for all of you, but I'm an empath. So that gives you'd think, some sort of a disadvantage, but it don't, see, guys. That's where we get the power, because love is the answer, and they got no power over it, because the darkness, if you go into a dark room with a torch, with a flashlight, put it on, what happens? The darkness disappears. And that's what happens with us, guys, because they can't handle our vibration.
No.
I offend people with my happiness and vibration. They're like, they look like that. And it's like, and literally move their bodies away. Like if my own punching them out of the way, they're like that, with love and positivity. They just can't stand it.
That's fucked up.
With a love.
Well, you gotta think of the psychological aspects behind it. For years and years, since we were young, 2, 3, 4 years old, we walk into those, government indoctrination camps, and we're straight out of the gate. We're taught fear, compliance, and overall submission. So from a young age, we're put in this low vibrational state of energy, this energy frequency and vibration. And so over time, through school, and once they're 18, they're set out in the world. They're still watching Fox News. They're still watching the mainstream fear. And so they're used, their souls, their bodies, their whole being is used to that.
Oh, wow. All of these are like that now with the
pieces together.
Yeah.
Most people can't put together a puzzle.
Well, I'm a good detective, and
Absolutely.
and I'm willing to to persevere, for the long hours to get to an answer. So that's the difference. But I really do think, and every time I think, and every time I say it, that it is a thing that that we're part of biblical prophecy. Everything that is going down now is definitely what they told us about, in maybe Revelation, other parts of the Bible. Not that I'm saying that I'm religious in any way.
Of course.
I'm just saying.
I get your point.
That it fits.
We know the Bible is a manual.
Well, they're giving us, that's what I'm trying to say. They're giving us the instruction, aren't they?
Yep.
Absolutely. They paid, 10 million, and they got opened, I think it was in Texas last week, for an exact replica of the same dimensions of Noah's Ark. And I was like, when I seen that come up, I was like, they're trying to tell us something.
Wow.
Should we be building arcs? I made a vlog maybe 3 years ago. I found an old Gallagher, which give you basically the schematics and how to build an arc. And it was called How to Build an Ark. I thought it would be a great idea. And then I moved on from there to beaver dam technology, saying, look, these starforts, man, they can take a wave. And, they're just copying, as engineers are, they're just copying beaver technology. All engineers are. So I was like, dropping hints then. And there was a time, when we pushed with Bavaria starting about 3 years ago, the idea was, it was like when we were going to have this breakaway civilization, me and John Levy were saying, actually, I think we should build some beaver dam technology pyramids just in case, don't you? It's like, have them mostly submerged in the ground would be great. And, we had all these ideas, and then all of this happened. I've been preparing to, I used to do when I used to work on a building site, I used to do lift ups on a scaffold. You say, what are you doing? And I always used to say the same thing. Training for Armageddon, yo.
And most of them probably are like, what is he talking about? Huh?
So Martin,
the movie? Huh?
The arc that you're talking about, am I wrong by saying this, that it's it could have very well been the pyramids?
Could be in the ark.
Yeah.
We could be in the ark right now. We could be lost at sea, like they tell us, in maritime. First of all, we're on maritime. Okay, maritime is maritime, so we're on sea time. The law of the land, for some strange reason, is maritime law. Okay, we speak the Phoenicians' language, the masters of the sea, the masters of water. Okay, so you know who the controllers are, and you know how they play this game. Okay,
right.
And they're just super duper whooper advanced. In strange ways of alchemy. And so knowing that, it's breaking out is what we need to do of this before, because it's just going to be like a zombie film if they turn. What are they going to do? They're going to round up the non-jab, saying we're infinite risks. There's all these camps being chucked up everywhere. Is that who's for? They just turned my local leisure centre over lockdown into something that looks exactly like a concentration camp. Even got a tower, all these fences. It's like, what's all this for then? And
wow.
First time I saw it, I was like, oh, they could pen people in here easy and watch them. So
the war will break out. The war they're craving will break out before they touch anyone and throw them in any camp.
Well, these sheep and these vaccinated are going to be running towards those FEMA camps to get food and water and shelter.
Well, when the alien invasions start, if they do the blue beam shit or they put that together, that to me, that's the main way to get the vax and the idiots to run to a camp to save them from the aliens above.
Yeah, but you got 100 million Americans armed to the teeth. And how many of them are now jabbers?
Yeah, that's true.
If it would have been no jab, okay, and then people would have realized, and then they would have been in arms, it would all have been over. They would have gone, and then they would have been just back to how it was supposed to be in a golden era, okay? But it's too late. It's too late. My game plan has entirely changed since that, and the realization of, oh dear, what this is,
Right.
This most certainly looks like they've got some nanobot technology. They haven't been producing these nanobots for this long, which are a reality, by the way, for nothing, Yeah. So these people can be automated, they can be hacked, they can be made to be homicidal. They can, and they've
Right.
all got this thing with this dead eye thing going on and no emotion. Like,
Yep.
they don't do empathy and they don't do good manners anymore. They're just gone. Like they don't have to. They all take this moral high ground, apparently, like they're all superior, you know. Let me educate you. It's like,
Trust the science.
just the science. Trust your government. That's what and they don't do good manners anymore. They're just gone. Like they don't have to. They all take this moral high ground, apparently, like they're all superior, you know. Let me educate you. It's like,
Trust the science.
just the science. Trust your government. That's what they say. Trust your government.
I don't have a government. No one governs me anymore. Fuck that.
Same. No, we need to break up. So yeah, that's what I'm working on. And I got my new game plan now is to get some of the tribe members together for my convention, which is coming up. So that's gonna be fantastic.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. I heard about the Flat Earth British Conference. You want to elaborate a little bit on that? I know that I heard Dave Murphy's going to be there. No, he was on the show he was on the show a few weeks ago. He's a good guy.
I'm gonna need a bigger hall.
Yeah. That's good. Hey, that's a good problem to have, man.
I really do badly want to come to the States. I could do a tour of the States. It would be fantastic.
Yes. And Martin, you always talk about how all the information is in the water.
Yes.
It's all in the water.
Everything is water in this place.
Yep.
Yeah, we're born into, we're in water and we're water breathing creatures, okay, until we're born. And then we're gasping for breath. They smack us into life. And then we're struggling like fish out of water for a little while until we calm ourselves and we learn to use our lungs for the first time, just like they say in the Matrix. Never used your lungs before, never used your eyes before. That's why they're so then you start to, get used to this lesser liquid, this thinner liquid, which we're in. Okay.
Yep.
But we are definitely creatures of water. There's no doubt about it. To me, there's waters above. To me, there's waters below. To me, this is a fluid, and to me, we are made of liquid. It's carbon and liquid. This is us.
I 100% agree with that.
But it's a technology. This technology.
Absolutely.
These city circuit boards can't be ignored. Okay, so I was thinking, maybe that these circuit boards have to be put down in a specific way on these grids. And what are they computating? Is it reality itself? Because, like Machine City, because something would have to computate this simulation if it was a simulation, which I got this thing feeling that it really fucking is.
Yep. So real quick, Martin, tell me if I'm in the right track here. So we have possibly 3 resets that we know about, somewhere around, probably more, who knows, but at least maybe somewhere around the 1300 year, then 1666 with the Great Fires of London and the Sestwi KV Act and all that, and then possibly somewhere around 1812.
No, and one before then, I would say there was some minor reset around 1744 when they had the calendar change there and a comet too, the Great Comet. But then definitely 1811 through to 1850.
With the New Madrid event, right?
Starting with the New Madrid event, ending in Tambora event. It's one of the worst volcanic eruptions in history.
So show the people what we're talking about here.
Okay. So what we have here, is mad floodage. Let me just make that bigger. Some reason it won't go bigger. So what we're seeing here.
It's big on my screen, and it will be big for the audience. It will be big for the audience.
Yep.
Okay. So the idea behind mud flood is civilization after civilization has been covered in mud through events that could have been anything from Noah's flood to some sort of cymatic wave, turning all of the earth and mud into just slurry, which was running down streets. But what you find is this is not as fantastical as you might imagine, as I will show you now. Okay. Now, what we find in modern, what they call Christendom, so anywhere from New York to San Francisco to Melbourne to London, you name the city, even Tokyo, it doesn't matter, all have this style of classical architecture. Okay. And there's another style of architecture. Well, there's more than that if you want to go into it, but there's two distinctive. You've got Phoenician and you've got Tartarian. You know? The idea is this civilization of Tartaria, which I'll show you in a minute, okay, was a golden era. And the idea is that these Phoenicians came from the sea and they literally covered up the world. All of these, and they don't do good manners anymore. They're just gone. Like they don't have to. They all the island doesn't even escape it. Why do we know? Because they're 25 foot down the moe, and there's no way that they would chisel out all of this stuff on their backs, the tattoos on their legs, just to bury them. It makes no sense. So they got covered in mud. So whatever happened to this place was all land in this place, which sort of leads to a biblical flood, or also a mud flood later. Because this could have been like, you know, something to do with, you know, like you get shockwaves, you know, from the main event. And we just settled, and now we're going back into it again. So this is another field we go into, is electrical technology. We think that knights were definitely more, okay, because chainmail can resist electromagnetic technology. You can buy chainmail today on eBay as electromagnetic protection. And this is from Nuremberg in the 1680s. And what it is showing you is the elite swatching, electric sword fencing. Seems to be a central thing here. There's a few fireworks going on, but they look like they got Faraday suits on as well. It's got a good few examples of that now. So, you know, they're using sort of advanced electromagnetic technologies in the past, lances as well, we've proved. So what we find is this. You get to this era here, the 1860s, and nobody's at home. I mean, nobody's at home anywhere on Earth. All you get is what looks like an entire civilization that's got covered in mud. So that's no infrastructure, no roads, no pavements, no lampposts, nothing. And all of the buildings look like this. It's like, where's the bottom of that? It's in mud. Where's the steps and all the rest
top heavy?
All like, that's just the top bit. And the rest is all just like that first image that I just showed you, deep. Okay. Same here. You can just see the bottom windows. Okay. That'll probably go 2 stories down. They do in my city and in other British cities. 2 stories down. Yeah. So no birds, nothing in the sky, only vanilla skies. So we found on Flat Earth British, a lot of these have, you can, you know, myself, UAP, and other people have caught out that they're just cutting the background out. They're whitewashing it.
Ooh.
Okay. So they do not want us to see what is in the sky.
Wow.
Okay. And we call them the vanilla skies.
I've always noticed that in these photos. Like, why is there not? Yeah, because I always try to look for like chemtrails or anything in history. Obviously, we know it's more modern, but I always try to look at the sky and look around. And every time I see this, I'm like, why is it fucking white?
Nope, they're all like it for a certain period. But what's spookier is there's no one around. Now, why that's spooky is because of what's just happened. Okay. So we were just saying, this is a city of supposed to be over 500,000 people. There's no one at home. There's no smoke. There's just nothing going on. Okay. Everyone's dead. Okay. That's what we're saying. We're saying that they bring in new arrivals. Okay. Have you ever heard of the orphan trains?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So the official number is like 30,000 kids a day arriving in just one random American city. We're talking about millions being shipped worldwide to Australia.
And they're all coming from the UK, right? Or somewhere around.
No,
who knows where? Who knows where?
Right. They're saying in the official narrative that they're populating America from Europe. So they're all coming through Ellis Island. But when you look into it, you find, hang on a minute, they're emptying America at this time. They're shipping massive amounts of Arcadians out of New England, out of America, out of Canada, back to England and back to Europe to relocate. The other way around, guys. The other way around. You know, everything's reversed with the official hot narrative, especially with the.
So where do you think the arrivals could they have been created, like clones? Could they have come from the outer lands? Who knows? Like,
Ranculus, in test tubes underground, other lands in here. Okay, this place is just like a previous quarry. It's a bit of a mess. Okay, beauty, nature is fantastic and everything else to do with it. They gave us that bit here, but it's not very big. Even in their globe thinking, it's what, 24,000 miles around. So what's that if it was on a flat plane? It's just not, a big place.
Yeah.
And when people are not thinking big enough, when I say like, oh, it's just a lifeboat, and not only a lifeboat, a cap-sized lifeboat, and they were trying to get out with a hull, exactly like in the Poseidon adventure, like SOS, save our souls, lost at sea, Jesus will save you. Everything's save from what exactly? So we could be exactly that, So this is the sort of mind-blowing architecture they come out with in the past. Just like we talked about, it was approximately about 25 foot. This is the same, the entire world. Come out with in the past, just like we talked about, 4 angels, the dome, and the 4 electromagnetic toruses on each corner, which drive the mechanism for this building.
Could that be the 4 corners of the earth? That's
exactly what it is. Yeah, it is exactly that. It's in Enoch, right? So it's the 4 corners. And if you go on the map of Monday, they show you the 4 angels, but they got them like a portal out here as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it talks about
they show you it's a 10 vortex system. So you got 2, north and south opposing magnets, guys. That's what we're talking about. Yeah. So here we got 2, 4, 6, 8. You got a final 2 in the middle. Mount Meru is a north and south magnet. We think that the south pole, is not where they're saying, because that would be stupid to have a magnetic field traveling from the north. Well, how many thousands of miles through a ball? Anyway, it's just silly. But, with this saying in my first book that the South Pole is below Mount Meru, and it's a magnet, a north and south magnet, also giving off a frequency. And it's no deeper than 12 kilometers, because they've only been done 8 miles. So you can't replicate this architecture in the modern day, guys, because they cannot do it. Everything is built shit. It's either they completely forgot the sacred principles,
or it's hidden.
They're not using it. So this is the reconstruction after the Civil War. I definitely think this was some sort of reset period. They covered up with these, are supposed to be like apocalyptic battles with 500,000 men involved, guys. Antietam, Gettysburg. Yeah, it's supposed to be like Napoleonic-sized battles, guys. Do we see this in the photographic record?
No, nowhere.
Look at Gettysburg. You get a couple of dead bodies that the photographer will tell you that he arranged Gardiner, the first Scottish correspondent, and he's the same guy in the Crimean War. No coinky dink.
Yeah, Martin, I've been to Gettysburg, and you don't get a feel of anything. When you go somewhere that something horrific has happened,
you feel the energy.
Yeah, we feel the energy.
You feel the energy.
Of course.
Gettysburg, peaceful as can be. Nothing happened there. I don't know.
Peace.
Yeah, it's very peaceful place.
Sounds like Tales, doesn't it? So yeah, this is the reconstruction after, but like you got these buildings here, 1865, which just look like what you see today. It's just these crazy big red brickets. But this lamppost, this telegraph pole. Well, they would have had telegraph in the American Civil War and later, but it's how many feet down in the ground, and they dug trenches. It's like almost as if it was there already, and all this mud's coming later.
Right.
And you'll see that the buildings in scaffold, it's not been built, is it? It's just like in scaffold. And you're going to see this in all photography. You'll see the buildings, which people opposed to this field will say they're building it. Only we never ever see it, guys. You never get the plans. And, you never see it from the foundation going up. It's always in this case, like it's being refurbished. And here they are cutting out endless amounts of mud, carting it all away. We see this for everywhere in the world, actually, guys. This is what they did. The railways all turned at the same time. They were digging the mud out. The roads, they were digging the mud out. The whole infrastructure for the world today, because the 1800s, everything arrived, by the way. Like we never did anything thousands of years before.
Exactly.
So yeah, they built the modern world, and we got stacks of examples of mud floods where they were digging it out. They say in the case of Chicago, they lifted the city and dug out the mounds. In the case of St. Louis, they lifted the city and dug out the mounds. In the case of Seattle, they lifted the city, dug out the mounds. All cities that I just mentioned were destroyed by fire as well, and rebuilt and destroyed, and they're back again.
The Great Chicago Fire. I remember that.
Yeah, man. That was actually a bigger event. That was the biggest event in American history.
That's what I've always said.
The People sleep event. On that. Yeah. They say the ash fell on the Azores. It was that big.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Fascist technology.
Yeah, man. It's got to be. They're doing it to Russia now. I was going to post about it last night, man. It's just like they say Siberia's on fire, and it just looks exactly like what you see in Cali. You know, it's just they're winding up the agenda. They're going to push for a CC, climate change. They're going to do that, guys, after this. They're going to say, oh, when everyone was locked down, the pollution was so much less. All of you must have noticed the change. That was you lot. Now they're just going to pull it all. Yeah. What this proves, this picture, is that most of the world around 1900 was just mud that would just turn into slurry and rain. Okay. Yeah. They want us to believe that architecture that I was just showing you was dragged there, marble, stones weighing many tons, and all the rest of it. Sort of mind-blowing architecture. They Haha. Yes, I know. Mind splat on that. Wow, guys. Is this what's going on with All Faithful and stuff? Vibrational frequency. Fucking big clue with that little clip there. Buzzes me out when I see that. It's just that pitch that she hit, that tone. And then the water comes to appear. Fucking fantastic stuff. So almost 1,000 of you still watching. Holy fuck. You've all turned up for an early Flatterday. So let me give a special shout. I have promised, okay, to Pool Dog Bear. You get a triple flat thumbs with bells on Thrice for Eternity Googleplex, which is a very long time, so they say. Okay, 1 to the power of 10, I think. So anyway, I'll be going sometime in the near future. Okay, I have got a visitor come in as well, as I said. That's why I cranked up early. Run out of steam. S Cube, I've talked for hours, guys. Curve Water, good to see you. Moment. Yeah, that's an interesting clue with that name, isn't there? And Geordie Gill, brilliant, thank you. So yeah, many mind splats in this. So my thoughts, what's so special about the blood? I haven't got a fucking clue. I'm just saying about supernatural beings. I'm just saying that it all seems to be about the blood. There's money involved in it. They fucking got ownership of it when they don't need it. There must be something more going on. And with the clues in the art record, it looks like in a lot of it, it's all about, like, especially with the Apocalypta, blood. So I don't know what's going on. And bells, did they fuck the place up? Was that part of the tag? Maybe possibly. Jungle Juice, love that name. Liddy, good to see you. Julia, the whole world is sound, frequency, and energy. Vibration. Who said that? Curve Water, good to see you. EXP, good to see you. Jughead, woo-hoo. Wow. Loving the Lagos. I always get some wows in my chat. Every single show is brilliant. Calade, you was on earlier. You was on the telly. Truth Seeker, good to see you, my friend. Elizabeth Quinn, good to see you. Eddie Smiles. I heard that tone when I was in the shower. Oh, that's interesting. Ah, it's like really high pitched, isn't it? Almost like a bell, you know, like a, I was gonna say bells in your ears. That's another thing, isn't it? Like tinnitus. Fritzy, good to see you, Ken. Whoa, Amarillo, Olisia, Manny Silva. Yeah, so if you want to see that complete show on of the Rock Fin, which was a fantastic hangout, by the way, them guys are really cool. I'll put the link now in the descriptions box. I have put it into the chat feed there if you want to pick it up and watch that maybe a bit later. It was about an hour and a half, maybe a bit longer, 2 hours. Yeah, but really enjoyed that one. Thank you, Jay, Indigo, Jennykins, EXB, Scott. Thanks for the music, my brother. It's epic choice. Love your tasty music. Exactly the same as mine, actually. There's nothing you pass me that I don't like this. Mac, Jude Gill, Darren, Meltage, Hippie Shake, Voice Foundation, Invisible Cities. Ooh, good name. And see Coop again. And Reborn. So if you want to have a shoutage on your Flat Earth British Flatterday night special, because they're all special, say hi in chat now. So I can grab you. There's no point lurking. You're all there. I know you're there. Lynn Gray. So yeah, loads of awesomeness. Let me just give you a quick recap on the event. As I mentioned at the beginning of the show, hi Lisa Hatline Realm is there. Hi babe, good to see you, my friend. And Cindy and Mike, who is fucking literally a legend amongst men. Edleyman, another legend. Oh, Paddy Pack. It was good to see Psycho Dave, my friend, on photograph. I really love that. Big smiles. Yeah, ex-heliocentric. Good to see you, my friend. Mickey Warbanger. Kappa Locious. I can't put Kappa in. A smiley face comes up. It pisses me off. So I've got to put Kappa Ridge. So it's that from now on from me. But I put an edge on the end of everything anyway. It's a garage, isn't it? We fix cars in a garage, but it's age. So it's car age. A garage is car age. The age of the car. Just a quick decode. Just came from an image in my mind. JL. Joss, good to see you. John Smith, good to see you, Agent John Smith. Rosemary Baby, no, Rosemary Morley, sorry. Flat Thumbage, Roger and Rose from Blackpool. Ah, I had a holiday in Blackpool once. It was dismal. Yeah, I stayed in a bed and breakfast on the Manchester Road, and the woman in there served like uncooked bacon and the fat stuck in your throat. This was back in the 70s. You had to eat shit like that. You would die, by the way. Anyway, she would we would smuggle the breakfast out and she would go, you know, like your breakfast. It was like, no, I'm a bit full this morning. I don't think I can cope with anything. Truth is, we were literally dumping it outside for the seagulls and they were vomiting it up. Monkey Misfit, good to see you. I got to walk around the Winter Palace, on my Winter Gardens on my own. The door was left open on the side and I'm a nosy bastard. So, yeah, I got in there and had a walk around. It stunk of wood. Fantastic. I went backstage looking at them ropes, everything. All on my own, nobody there. No, not so. Brilliant. D-Cat. Yeah, sort of wander around, check things out, and wandered out. No harm done. Guy. Okay, good to see you, lovely. Ricky, JT, Joshage. I have fairies. Dankage. Something about Baphomet. Esley. I can hear noises outside. Pushkin Castle was Alex. Good to see you. Lizio. French. Julie. HQ. Right, this show is going on. Juggage. Right, I'm going to shoot off while I can. 950 of you still watching. Oh, wow, what do I do? What do I do? I'm actually waiting on my friend, though. I could show a video, though, but it won't be anything that you haven't seen before, unless you've joined in the last year or so, excuse me, in the last, mind you, 1,000, 1,500 people joined my channel a month. Let's try this for a laugh. Only for a minute while I go off to sort myself out. And then I'm coming back and then I'm going to say a big universal much love to you all and a good epic night as well. So let me just change my scenery to something else more trippy. Yeah, I'm hanging out in the desert with my broskies. We're going to do some line dancing now with them girls with the cowboy boots on and them hats. You know, I know. So we're going to do that, we are. You know, my little fantasy Brian. right. Let's get this right, Martin. Let's get this right. Right. Don't go into a fit. Okay. We're just going to look at some mantle bit set for a second. Okay. While I go off and do something for a sec. Ooh, check. Oh, find a bit set. I got fucking 800 people. Oh yeah, yeah, that's that. If you don't have that, you just the green screen don't work. Right, then we're back on. Right, I'm back. I think I'm back. Green screen's gone dead. Anyway, I'm going to shoot off 825 of you. Why did I fuck your heads up with fractals? Because my friend just turns up. No, is Lee Fat of British there? Because he would be very happy about this. Come here, doggage. I have a dog. I have a dog here. You come here. Check this out. Ah, it's a literal dog. A real one. It's rain. So yeah, Mel just turns up. Dog.
Hey.
Melly,
How's everybody doing?
everyone should have Raz the lady mate.
Raz the lady mate. Oh God, Raz, everything's going wrong.
No, it's the green screen. It's fucking out. Your dog itch, Kappas.
Hey, oh mate, go like
Yeah,
that.
you all voted for it's basically its name, and she's now Rain. She's lovely.
It's Rain.
She's really, really clever. Yay, Mad Pymans, they're all waving.
Hey.
All the guys are there. Lisa's phased. So we just had Teresa saying hi and Mel. You'll see her in a week or so, 2 weeks. In fact, I'll see a lot of you in about 2 weeks at the epic Great Flat Earth British Convention. So flat thumbs to all 800 of you. See flat thumbs, Melage.
Flat thumbs, everyone.
Come back soon. I got something fantastic to show you next. Some mind blow, but it's be a whole video in itself. Okay, guys. So yeah, you can see it's not real. I know you shattered the illusion.
The dog just shattered it. Never worked with children or dogs.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
Take a look.
this one.
Yes, it's a screen. I know you thought I was in the desert.
Oh, she's under there.
Never mind. Anyway, flat thumbs, please share out and all of the YouTube stuff and ting. And I will see you on the next one, which will be very soon. Thanks for a fantastic evening, guys.
Good evening, everybody. Sorry I was so
amazing.
long and late and all
So I just fucked their heads up with fractals.
that. You fucked their head up with anything. Really.
Oh, well. Anyway, have a good evening, guys. I'll see you on